We are live. We are live. We are live. We
Are
are
we?
live.
Are we? We doing it now?
Yeah, we are. We're live. Ladies and gentlemen, the GRG kind of slash next kind of slash. You know, what I'm saying, I don't know. There's so many syllables in Ham's thing, and then whatever else the Sir X Man is doing. Sir X Man is hanging around some people here, other people here.
Gaming community, man. Let's put it that
yeah.
way, because we're all over. We are all over.
We're all over. This is it right here. I hope you guys like that background in the back. I love it. I don't know. I kind of want to keep it, but I won't because it's just for tonight. Got quite a few people in here, and we got a blank screen, but we're just gonna live with it because I don't know what certain things is, but we're just gonna live with it. We're just gonna.
I'm the only one with a camera on my screen, but I don't see no camera on your screen.
There you go. There you go. You're fine now. You know what? I need to hit my camera as well. Boom. We're gonna rotate. All right. Here we go. There we go.
All right. You're biting a little bit, bro. You are biting a little bit.
There's Sir X Man. I see Sir X Man.
I see Sir X Man now. Okay, and I just hit the screen, and so we're not biting.
Yeah.
All right,
nobody cares about your mugs. Let's go.
Nobody wants to see your Mohawk Xbox.
Yo, I never want to show it anyway, bro. It's good, man.
This is why you don't have a million people on a podcast. But Xbox 448, man. Tell everybody where they can find you at. Glad you could come on through, brother. You know what I'm saying? I was on the podcast earlier, doing a live stream. Let everybody. Am I botting anyway, Carlos? Whatever.
Yeah. I was waiting for you to stop talking, but yeah, you botting hard now, bro.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I mean, people know Mega. They know me. You know what I'm saying? I'm here on YouTube. I'm over there on Twitter. Possibly starting shit on Twitter. I don't know. In a little in a mild way. Little pokes here and there, whatnot. But you can find me anywhere. Xbox 448. But I've definitely been right here today at my house. Of course, checking out the showcase, bro. I watched it twice in full. That is with the full Starfield breakdown as well, and I can't wait. I cannot wait to get into this, man. I think we're underestimating the surprises that we saw at the show today, man. Let's go.
Let's go. All right, Sir X-Man, what's going on, man?
All I gotta say is there was no HelloFresh interruption today because Xbox said hello, and we're freshly going to show you how it's done. And they rock the house. That's all I gotta say.
Rock the house.
Yo, Sir X-Man, are you a cannibal?
I told you,
are you a cannibal?
I told you. Where the hammer at, kid, man? Where the hammer at, baby?
Sir X-Man, are you a cannibal? Because it sounds like you ate Crispy Bomb and just kind of threw him up a little bit with you talking right there. I don't know what was going on, man, but it sounded like a mix between Sir X-Man and Crispy. Weird times today, man. Weird times.
If I was able to be on your show, you would have been able to see the venom that I've been spitting out. Thanks, Viper.
All right. Anyway, there's more people to talk about. We got somebody here special tonight. She hasn't been on in a while, but hey, it's good to hear her voice. Mitchie, how you doing? What's going on with you? Uh-oh. Mitchie?
What happened? Yo, the pony's got Mitchie. Yo, APB.
All right. Well, we might need to put an APB on Dark Ottoman because Dark. Oh, okay. There
we go. Here I am.
All right.
Muted myself. If you remember. Okay. So yeah, I've been playing a lot of Diablo lately and been working a lot on Fridays, so that's why I know GRG. But I am here today.
Excellent. All right, Dark Ottoman, bro. Woo. How you been?
What's up, man? Happy to be here. Ready to talk about this showcase.
Sound good.
All right, and last but not no, there's two more.
Why do you have sharks in your picture, sir? I gotta know. Why do you have sharks? It's like Abzu or something. Like what's going on?
That's Mitchie.
Oh, that's Mitchie. All right.
Okay.
I don't see Dark. Oh, there he is.
Ham Solo. What's going on with you, bro?
No, is he in the car driving again?
I don't know. Cool story. All right, and then, last but not least, Viper.
No, I was saying, unfortunately, listening to Yobot and ass, this is terrible. You sound terrible, K-Meg. You sound goodness gracious.
Tell him. I was waiting for a space to say something.
But anyways, I'm doing fantastic. The showcase was a 9.5 out of 10 for me.
Yes, sir.
I'm happy. It was fantastic. People are crying. Nothing I didn't expect. Nothing I didn't expect. Today was glorious.
Bring the pain, my friend. Bring the pain.
All right, so I turned my camera off. So hopefully, I won't be biting as bad as I was. So, Viper, what's up?
Not much. I was watching this showcase. I was completely shocked with a lot of things that happened, and I'm ready to talk about it. I agree, 9.5 out of 10.
Okay, all right. Well, let's start off with you then. Viper, since you was the first one to talk, you weren't the first one to bring up about the score, but you gave it a 9 out of 10. What was the things that you liked about the show? What was the things that you didn't like about the show? So forth and so forth.
Okay, I'm gonna start with what I did not like. And I know that they had to show it, but obviously, like the flight simulator stuff, the Sea of Thieves stuff, the it was the Elder Scrolls Online stuff, basically things that are already out, Overwatch 2. We really didn't need to see it, but I know that they had obligations to show
out there for those games. Fuck them all.
Well, I mean, the fact is that they had the obligation to do it. So, and I'm not
that Flight Simulator was actually a new game, right? 2024.
No, it's an add-on for the game. It's not a new game.
Then they're changing the name to basically make a new game. Because it says Flight Simulator 2024.
They had obligations, so I'm not going to be too upset about it. The main thing that I was happy about was seeing the new games. South of Midnight. There was Fable, obviously. We saw Clockwork Revolution. We saw all of the Atlas games. I mean, oh my God, it was just back-to-back bangers, So, yeah, I was completely surprised with a lot of the stuff. And yeah, I think my expectations were a little out there on Friday, but you know what?
Hold on, a little. Did you talk about the whole GTA 6 thing on Friday?
Hey, that's fine. That's fine. I know it was out there, but we were told not to temper our expectations. Remember?
And I did not believe you about GTA 6.
We were told not to temper our expectations, and I know I went overboard, but you know what? When you tell me not to temper my expectations, that's where I'm going. I'm going for the moon. So, but yeah, sad to see there was no Killer Instinct 2. Me and K-Mega was upset about that, but everything else was fire. And yes, it's a 9.5 out of 10, same as with Han Solo's rating. I think this totally killed it for the summer. Microsoft was under a lot of pressure, and they saved the summer showcases because obviously Sony couldn't supply the proper entertainment that we needed, and Jeff Keighley just still sucks, and that was Sony's second showcase. So yeah,
Jeff Keighley is so bad as a showcase host, man. Oh my
yes,
goodness.
he is. So, but other than that, yeah, this was a fire showcase, and I'd like to hear what other people got to say about it.
Except for me, he doesn't want to hear from me, sir.
No, I'll get to you here in a little bit. Do
I
sound better now?
That's better.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay.
So far,
Yeah, you sound
let's
better.
see if it maintains. Okay.
Okay. All right. Cool. I'm making some adjustments, but that's okay. Let's go.
It is a lot better though.
All right.
I will let you know.
Cool. Because once I heard Ham Solo trying to be messy, it just made me furious.
Yo, he's just being a friend, man. He's just letting you know. You gotta make sure.
There's no friends with here. We just work partners.
Oh, wow. Well,
Anyway,
then in that case, if you look bad, it makes him look bad because there's a partnership there. So step up your shit for him. That's what he's saying.
your camera bot so we can see you, so I can go ahead and I can give you this
I
middle
am
finger.
the Xbox defense lawyer, man.
Yeah, anyway, no, let me go to Mitchie, and I'm gonna get to you here in a minute.
Oh, I want to hear what Mitchie has to say.
Yeah. Mitchie, what is your thoughts about the show? People, please in the chat, share this out. Let people know that we're live, and also let us know what is the score for you. I'm seeing 9.5s. I'm seeing 8.5s. I'm seeing 9 out of 10s. Man, love it. Oh, and also there was a super chat. Let me read the super chat. Sorry, quickly. Games Downside, he said, show was insane. Live. Great for Xbox and its fans. Absolutely. But Mitchie, please let us know what was the score that you gave it and what was your things that you enjoyed and things that you didn't.
I gave it a 9.
Yeah.
And I mean, I liked a lot of things that they had to show. I mean, Forza looked good, even though we'll see more of that later, I guess. I was surprised about the Star Wars Outlaws thing. That was a surprise. I wasn't expecting that. Starfield looked really good. I'll probably try to play it, but I really don't really care for Bethesda games most of the time. But I'm gonna try because it looks really good, and we'll see how far that goes. Fable looked really good. I like Hellblade 2 looked great. Avowed, we'll see. I don't know. First person magic stuff, we'll see. Persona games, I really do enjoy those. So that was a nice surprise, even though they kind of weren't a surprise because of their Instagram foible.
Ooh, because of that broken faucet out there.
Yes, whoever their social person is, who probably doesn't work there anymore.
The guy who's in the unemployment line right now.
Yes, guy or girl.
That is true.
The 33 Immortals thing, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think that's a me thing. But it wasn't Cyberpunk. That's not what I wanted. The Clockwork Revolution, that looked really good. And South by Moonlight, that looked really interesting. I was pleasantly surprised from Compulsion. But yeah, not like, I don't know. I don't really dislike anything really. I think the what is it? Like the Sea of Thieves, and I know they're games those are the games that make money, so they have to put those on. I understand that. So, but otherwise, it was a pretty good show. Maybe not the Cities game.
Oh, City Skylines 2.
Yeah.
Oh, how dare you! Oh my goodness,
Sorry.
I've been waiting for that game.
Sorry.
Oh,
Just
I told
yeah,
people he was going
that's
to
about
be
it for me.
pumped up about that game.
I
told people.
You did good.
Yeah, I
good
told
shit.
people that.
Good
I was talking
shit.
to Crispy today. I was talking to Crispy, and I told him he's going to be pumped up for that game.
Of course.
He was
Man.
quite,
you know why?
quite
You know
pumped
why?
up.
I have great taste in video games. That's why.
Okay, so let's get.
Oh
let's
boy,
go ahead.
here we go.
Mitchie, was there anything else that you wanted to say before we moved on?
Nope, I'm good.
All right. So, Bot, we might as well go to you on this one because
might as well get it over with. What the fuck, man?
Get it over with.
Yeah, get messy.
What was the score that you gave the show, and what was it that you didn't like about the show? Because of course, there's got to be something in the show that you didn't find very tasteful.
I will say the show it was tastefully done, but yeah, nothing's ever perfect. I will say I give it a 9 out of 10. So I agree with Mitchie there. Right. But for people who know me, like I don't believe in perfect scores anyway, and this show it made me think, guys. It really did. I thought the pacing was the best we've seen maybe ever in these big game showcases. Man, they went from game to game to game. Yeah, I was joking around with K Mega because he was jumping back and forth, and I was like, Mega, how about another world premiere? How about another world premiere? You know what? Let's see another world premiere. And then it was Xbox Game Studio. It was insane. Yeah, I don't remember the last time I saw a chain like that. You know what I'm saying? When it came to exclusives, when it came to announcements, when it came to gameplay, the Fable gameplay, insane. But you wanted stuff I didn't like. My bad.
No, if you like
Yeah,
stuff you
like,
didn't
yeah,
like.
dude, I just started going off, bro. Of course, again, nothing's ever perfect. There was a few games in there that I wanted to see gameplay instead of the trailer. The Compulsion game, definitely would have liked to see something more. Although I gotta also say it was an announcement trailer, and for that being an announcement trailer, and what announcement trailers do is it gives you the idea and the atmosphere of the game that's coming out. I thought they did a great job with that. Love the art style. Some people were a little confused by the animation, saying that the frame rate was going crazy. No, that was
It was stop motion. It
yeah, it was
looked
stop
like stop
motion
motion to me.
animation. Tim Burton,
Right.
did that in movies and stuff like that. That's what it was. There was nothing wrong with the frame rate. It's the style. It's meant to look like a Tim Burton style video game, and I cannot wait to see gameplay on that. Like I really wish there was some ready for that. A fresh idea. Do you want me to go in on what I like or no? Like, is that the next topic type thing?
No. Because we're gonna twist it a little bit. You can talk about what
Okay.
you like,
All
what
right.
you didn't
All right.
like. Yeah.
All right, cool. Because there's a thing that I was kind of concerned about when it came to this showcase, because I know I've been out there saying that Xbox needs to go out all out. They need to show the future. I've been saying that for years. They need to go out and kind of show the future, as well as the games that are coming in the near future or whatnot. I feel like they did that today, right? But with that, we have gotten accustomed to a lot of variety in their showcases. And with so many people, screening for these, these big AAA games and show these and show these, I was a little concerned that maybe some of that variety would be taken away, but not the case at all. You look at games like Towerborn, that game looks like it's going to be a phenomenal game. Like, dude, I got feelings of when I first played Golden Axe on Genesis when I saw that gameplay. I think it's gonna be that game for like this generation, man. It looked absolutely solid. 33 Immortals, 33 player co-op going in and rating on it. Like, yes, I am down for that. Yeah, and I even dig the art style, man. I think that's gonna be an awesome game. And of course, you got the heavy hitters. I think even right now, people are still questioning on that Fable, the gameplay.
Right.
Like they're like, yeah, that's gameplay, and people are like, no, it's not. It's like, no, that's gameplay. Like that
It said in-game footage.
Game.
Yeah, no, it said it, but people still won't believe it, bro. You know the drill. Come on, man.
I know.
Right.
Like, and one thing I can say, man, and what I'm seeing from these games and the developers making them, the lighting in all these games really just like a giant step above even what we're playing now. If you go back and look at it and focus on the lighting, focus on the different light sources, focus on if the light is bouncing off something of a different color, if things that are around that are kind of like getting that color reflected on it, it looks absolutely insane. And it doesn't even matter if it's a realistic looking game or a more stylized cartoon type game, man. I noticed a huge jump in lighting going into, the end of this year, going into games coming out next year, which to me is absolutely incredible. And the last thing that I feel was an incredible surprise. I thought this game looked fantastic. And guys, again, I don't care if it's exclusive or multiplat. Path of the Goddess looked like
that looked good.
fire. Oh my goodness. Those creepy hands and like, I don't even know what's going on, man. I really don't. But I swear, if you go back and look at that and you look at the art style in that game, like it takes bits and pieces from all different types of like different types of art styles. You can see some cell shading in there, some realism, all sorts, and it puts it together in a really unique looking way, man. It's like it's almost like a living anime type look to it, man. And I cannot wait to play that. I want to see more. Dude, the show is tremendous. Let's be real, man. Anybody who says different, they were watching it with the back of their head. That's the only reason why they would say anything like that.
Gonna,
yeah.
I agree.
After everybody gives their thoughts about the show, that's where we're going to go next.
All right, because I only scraped the tip right there. That's all I did. So
just a tip, though. Just a tip.
All right. Ham Solo, my brother. What was your thoughts? What was the score? What was the things that, like, just like I asked everybody else, what was the things that where you thought that was okay, but the things that really hit for you as well?
Well, the thing that I thought was okay was the Hellblade trailer. I was like, that's okay. I expected more out of that. I just wanted to see a fight scene. That's all I wanted to see out of that.
Ham, that looked like that was for the graphic whores out there because of like the reflection
sure was.
in the water and all that good stuff. That unfortunately that trailer wasn't for you, man. And I hear you on that.
It wasn't.
I hear you, but it looked gorgeous, bro.
So yeah, that
I think
was
Tuesday for Hellblade.
You think what?
I think they're going to show more on Tuesday.
No, that's for Forza Motorsports. That's Forza Motorsports.
No, they said it's more than just Forza.
All right, let him finish. Nobody else didn't interrupt anybody else.
Yeah, I will be quiet when somebody starts speaking. I will completely disassociate. But anyways, let's see. Fable was dope. I was really happy to see that. The way they opened the show with that, phenomenal. Seeing the new Star Wars Outlaws game, phenomenal as well. Really happy with that. Oh man, but I mean, I try to think of all this other stuff, but just Starfield is just on my brain right now. There is so much great stuff, and it's the most surprising thing, probably since I expected Starfield. The most surprising game was an Exiles game, in my opinion, because I was just like, when I heard an Exile was making a new game, I was wondering if it's gonna be like another Wasteland or something like that. Like what are they up to? And then they showed this steampunk like city. And the person that seems to be like the center of the city wasn't taking no shit from nobody. And I was just like, I'm interested because either I'm the asshole or I'm going to kill the asshole. I don't know which one it is, but it had me very, very much so intrigued. I'm sure we'll tear into this a little bit more, but I just wanted to give my two cents real quick so we can keep it moving. A lot of people on the panel.
K-Mega, can I say something real quick? Because I'm watching the Flight Simulator trailer on there. Guys, be prepared. If Asobo is going to come out with like a flight simulator every year or every other year, be prepared for like the best graphics award in like every award show to just constantly go to them. All right, just be prepared for that. If that happens, if it looks like they're gonna do this like every year or every other year, because there is nothing touching Flight Simulator graphically, bro. Nothing.
Nothing. I agree with that 100%. And yes, Stanley, there is an extended show that's going to be Tuesday. So yeah, get ready for that. I of course, it's not going to be anything big or substantial. But I think for some of the things that people was asking about, maybe the smaller titles, things like that, I think that might be addressed Tuesday. But anyway, let's go ahead and go to Dark Optimus. And, sitting in the wings, he's not showing his camera. This man, I think this man right here is ready. Listen, bro, I can get this in your size, man. FanFest, man. I can get this in your size, brother. Come on to the side. We almost had you Friday night. Do we got you now? Are you ready to be Otter, the Dark Otter bot?
Green Otter.
Green Otter.
Oh, where's that contract? Where's that contract? Is he ready to
that
sign?
10-year contract. 10-year contract.
Is he ready to sign?
Yeah, he's ready to sign. 10-year contract. What's going on, Otter? What did you think about the show? What was your rating?
A 4.
7.
A what?
Oh, shit.
No,
He
he did not say 4.
No. Let this
I'm
man
coming to
cook.
California. I'm coming to California.
Let this man cook. Go ahead. Give us a reason why you said it's a 4, please.
Man, you guys are about to hop on the freaking bus or the train or the freaking plane to
Dark,
come
I
to
thought
see
you were
my
gonna
ass.
troll and say 7. Okay.
Oh no, I'm
Like,
flying in on a supersonic to get you, bro.
I was
no,
trolling
I thought you were gonna
with
troll with a
four.
7
No,
though. You
shut
went
up.
lower than
Shut up.
that, man.
Shut your mouth. God damn it.
It's
God,
Dark's
man.
turn. It's Dark's turn. Come on.
That's right. Keep your mouth shut, bot.
I don't know if I keep it shut, but it'll be quiet for now.
We'll have to glue it shut then. But no, I was trolling with the 4. I actually give this showcase an 8 out of 10. It was really good. They did a good job. The first time I watched it around, I gave it a 7. But then I went back and
You're a
watched
little
it
low,
again.
so you can put yourself up. You can put your mouth on the mic. It's okay.
Is my
I told you he sounded low, man. I told you.
Is it really low?
That's a little
Yeah.
low.
Is it low?
Y'all told me to shut up.
Louder?
Dark's fine.
Well, we can't Dark because let's go. Say something else again, Dark.
Is it louder now?
No,
Just a
No.
little bit.
No.
it's not. I know you don't want the PlayStation fans to hear you, but I mean,
Yeah, I know. He trying to
Ah,
whisper.
you're safe here. Listen here. They're not
Like-
coming here.
Now he
They're not coming
good. Now he good. Now
Like
he
Ricky
good.
Bobby in his
better?
first interview, yeah.
Yeah,
Is
you're
that
good
better?
now. Yeah, you're a lot better.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Piece of venom.
So yeah, I mean, I give it an 8 out of 10. It was really good, man. I mean, they did a good job. They had a lot of good things. I'll go through the stuff that I didn't like first, because
Okay.
that'll be the easiest one. Flight Simulator, didn't care about. Was just like, okay. Sea of Thieves, when they showed that off, I was like, okay, whatever. And then they showed off, what else was there? There was the Xbox Series S 1 terabyte. I was just like, okay, whatever. And then they showed, uh no, they showed that during the Starfield. I was thinking of the Starfield Collector's Edition. I was like, I don't care. But I'm gonna go into the stuff that I actually did like. Um, actually, no, I was gonna go and say Fable was really good, but I didn't see enough for me to be like, yes, I want to play that. Um, I think the trailer looked good, and the game is gonna look good, but I need to see more from that one. And of course, that doesn't come out probably till 2024. So, I mean, we'll have plenty of time to see that one. So that's not too bad. Star Wars Outlaws was a huge surprise. I was like, okay, all right, here we go. And then Persona 3 Reloaded. I was just like, which we already knew about. I mean, everybody kind of, that was already leaked out there, which is fine. I mean, that looked good. I like Persona. Um, and then Avowed, when they showed that, I think I was taken back by how different it looked from the first trailer. But then I was just like, you know what? I actually like this more. I like the way that this is presented more. Um, so I was definitely, because I felt like when they first showed it off, it was kind of like a Skyrim, and it kind of like went too into like the like um castle, knights of the old times, the medieval times. That's kind of how it felt. And I was just like, I like this more because he's got guns and all that stuff, so that was cool. And then Path of the Goddess, which looked phenomenal. When I saw it the first time, I was like, K-Mega's gonna love this game. I was just like, K-Mega's gonna love this game. I can tell already. I was like, yep, K-Mega's gonna love this game. And I was all like, yep, I'm absolutely gonna love that too. Jasant, which was that climbing game, looked really cool. I like climbing in games, and this one looks like a climbing, you're climbing pretty much the whole time. So that's cool that I like that one. Still Wakes the Deep looked really good. That was that horror game on the oil rig ship. That looked good. That was something that I was like, "Ooh, okay." Dungeons of Hinterberg looked really good. That was that one where the girl, she's like skating on the ice or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it had like
Yeah.
that like cel shaded look to it.
The chick with the
That
red
looked
hair.
good. Yeah, chick with the red hair. And then of course, Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty.
Oh, go
Uh,
ahead. Go
n-
ahead. Sorry.
2023. So that's a big one. That's gonna be
I
coming
know
out
where I'll
DLC
be.
wise.
I know where I'll be that day.
I mean, honestly, let's just say it right now. It's a whole new game. I mean, they
Oh
probably
my.
they probably put like 50, 60 hours into
It's $30. It's $30 for that DLC.
I thought it
yeah,
was
so
40.
they
So it's
put a
only
lot
30?
of
Yeah, no, but it's
they
It's
also
put
30.
a,
a love letter to people that
yeah.
stuck with the game as well. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so that game's gonna be big. Um, Metaphor, Fantagio
Yes,
looked pretty good.
That
I like
looked
that.
yes.
real good.
I like that one.
Very
I was
good.
like, okay, it's the same creators of Persona, so should be pretty good. Um, and then Clockwork Revolution was that other game that I was all
Phenomenal,
like, ooh, that
phenomenal.
looks good. But other than that, yeah, I thought the showcase was really good, man. To be honest.
Dude, I am so
10 out of
glad you like
10.
Clockwork, yo. I like, dude. That to
Well,
me,
I
that's
like
one of
the
the
summer
gems of the
prep.
show.
I like the steampunk
Yes.
theme. So I mean, I like Dishonored and Dishonored 2, so you know, I
Yeah.
like all those games.
All right.
Bioshock Infinite.
All right. Last but not least, on getting our thoughts on what he thought about the show, and that is Sir X-Men. What's your rating? Did you not like? What did you like about the show?
9. I was gonna give it a 9.5, but don't freak out. When Phil said one more thing, and he went straight to Starfield, and we already knew the Starfield showcase was coming up. After that, I thought it was going to be something totally different, and it
Me
totally
too.
threw me off, and I was upset about that. I thought maybe we would have got a Gears surprise, Killer Instinct 2, is the one more thing, but he went straight to Starfield.
Oh shit! Everybody, let's fire Phil now. That's it. No good.
No, but the
Nah, I'm-
show, was
fucking with you.
fire. I saw too many games that I can't even put out right now. You can't even say right now.
It's okay. It's
And I'm
okay. Just
excited
get
for
Game
it.
Pass, bro.
The
Just
only
get Game Pass.
one I got Game Pass. I got Game Pass for another whole year and a half. The only one I didn't care for was Fallout 76. Who cares? Who cares? There was no Minecraft or nothing like that.
Thank God.
He got direct and to the point and said everything that's going to come out this year and everything that's going to come out next year, because I'm sure he's got some surprises for next year's show. But what shocked me was they showed what's on your screen right now. Capcom game.
Yeah. Watch
So
it.
Day one.
Everybody.
The Sony showcase. That's what freaked me out. Capcom saying, let's roll this one to Xbox. And
Oh no,
I
no,
blew up
no,
when I saw
no.
it.
Xbox opened their wallet, bro. They opened their wallet, bro.
Hey, this ain't your
Man, we got two Sir X-Mans on this podcast. This is wild.
I know, right? Continue, Sir X-Man, please.
So I was like, that's the kind of game I like right there. I like that kind of RPG style.
That looks
Where they're going, they're showing you playing on a big area with some people, and then they're showing you playing it straight out. It looks like a linear game, And I've been waiting for games like this. I'm old school, man. It's hack and slash, man. You got magic.
Mm.
You got a sword where you can just, because some of them creatures looked amazing. I ain't ever seen nothing like that. Capcom, I think, have out.
They killing it right now.
And I'm going to tell you this, when this game come out, I bet you it's going to be like a $50 game for it. I don't think it'll be 60.
It'll be 60. It'll be 60.
60, yeah.
It'll be 60 or 70 for sure. It'll be,
It's
Well,
a $50 game, bro.
Well,
Like,
we're gonna get a discount anyway because we got Game Pass.
Wait, which game? Which game are you talking about?
Path of the Goddess.
Path of the
Path
Goddess.
of the Goddess. That's the one everybody. You guys,
bro.
I thought that game was for Game Pass.
Yo, anybody from now on, anybody who predicts $60 for a game is looking in the rear view mirror. Let's be real now. Like the number 70.
Well, Street Fighter 6 was $60. It's $60.
That's probably the last one, bro.
No,
Maybe.
dude, because
What was
Assassin's Creed
$60 on
Mirage
Steam?
and
Mirage is 50.
some of the games that are
Alan
coming out
Wake also.
this
Alan
winter
Wake
are
That's
going to
too.
be
Yep.
Yep.
are going to be 60.
Hold on,
Hello?
Alan Wake 60?
Hello, McFly.
60? All right.
Yes.
Okay, guys, hold on, guys. Let Sir X-Man finish. We got to give him his respect and his due. Okay, so pipe it down. Let's go. Go, Sir X-Man. Just don't do no long pauses.
No, Forza. I try not to, but Xbox know when to jump in, dude. Forza. I was like, I dropped the hammer down for me. I was like, oh my God. Gran Turismo. I was like, Jesus Christ. And that Cadillac
Delayed.
car that they showed, absolutely. It's not delayed. Shut up. October 10th. You fool. So we can all set Predator up.
Definitely delayed, though.
Man, I can't wait. I was hoping I got a demo. That one more thing would have been awesome to be a demo.
Yeah, that would be nice.
My PC was ready to go to automatically hit download in Game Pass to play that demo, dude. I was so ready. But I'm glad we got a release date. I can't wait for the show on Tuesday. And if they say playable demo after the Forza showcase,
There's still a chance.
download day
There's still a chance.
one. Day one on Xbox and PC. I'm ready to go.
He's gonna be downloading on devices he doesn't even have, man.
But they knocked it out of the park. K Mega saw his magnificent Sarah Bond at the beginning. I know he was happy. And then Phil did the smart thing and came right at the end and let it be game with a little Keanu Reeves up in there. Perfect showcase. Other than that part right there. I didn't care about Fallout 76. I had to give him a knock for that. They could have let that go. And I'm done.
Look at what I put in the chat.
Don't like 15 million people play that game? Fallout 76?
Right. That was the point that I was gonna make. Okay, my turn. 10 out of 10. This is why. This is why.
We knew that was coming.
Well, no. Listen,
I respect you.
Well, yeah. Sucker. Anyway, no. Listen, no, for real. This is my reasoning why it's a 10 out of 10. For one, listen to what all you guys said. Okay, so everybody gave it the least that it was an 8 out of 10. Was an 8 out of 10, right? When I'm looking at the people in the chat, 8 out of 10. Most of the people that were on social media,
Dark said 4 out of 10.
8 out of 10. So the one thing about that, the one reason of this is, think about this, right? Out of the games, out of everything that you've seen, and games that we knew that were going to be, that likely were going to show up, you still gave it a high score.
Mm-hmm.
And you still was impressed by the games that you were already ready to go. The games that you knew that was going to show. Like nobody knew what Fable was going to look like, right? Fable knocked it out the park. We knew that they were going to show Hellblade. We knew that we were going to get some surprises. And see, just think about this as well. This is another reason why I give it a 10 out of 10 is because of the fact that just think if those Persona leaks did not drop, how much better this show would have been. Even if you're not even a Persona fan, the fact that you could see Yakuza Like a Dragon and Atlas, I mean, just Sega, the work with Sega and Xbox, that this thing that they've grown has now flustered so much so is that there's a brand new Atlas JRPG that's going to be released, and it's being shown on the Xbox platform.
Day
And
one
it's
in
on
Game
Game
Pass.
Pass.
And day one in
on
Game Pass too. Yeah,
That tells you right there that this
that's an even bigger thing right there
right.
as well. Man.
Yeah, just think about all that. And then also, you knew Sea of Thieves was going to be shown. Sea of Thieves is a moneymaker. Sea of Thieves was the one game that was holding it down in Xbox's darkest times. Think about that. Like, Sea of Thieves was the hold down game when everybody was like, oh man, it's only just Forza and Gears. Halo ain't even out yet. Where is that at? Everything else was delayed or canceled. Sea of Thieves kept the train going as good as it could. And it's one of the most popular games out there. So of course Sea of Thieves will be shown. Every game that they shown had some kind of significance. From Overwatch, what you see right here, to ESO, also to every game that there's some people like, but there's some significance to that. What was you gonna say about it?
Yo, Mega, yeah, just touching on the whole Sea of Thieves thing. The funny thing was, I went over and I checked out. Oh no, it's Alex's stream. And you remember what we were saying about Monkey Island? Like, yo,
Right.
like that's for like the hardcore gamers out there. They're gonna flip out. Yo, Alex went nuts over that. He's like, and dude, it got him to the point. He's like, am I gonna have to play Sea of Thieves? He's like, I think I'm gonna have to play Sea of Thieves.
Right.
Like that right there, man. That's somebody who never played it, never had any intention to play it. Now all of a sudden it's like, oh damn.
Two relationships. Remember when we was going back just a couple of years ago when people were trying to figure out what this partnership between Disney and Xbox was going to be? We're starting to see it. That's huge.
Mostly Sea of Thieves, right?
Right. Yeah, we're talking about with Sea of Thieves. No, well then also with the Star Wars game. Like, I mean, that game, Ubisoft's show is tomorrow. So I mean,
Lucasfilm Games was live and present there today, man. We saw him a couple times, man.
Right, and that's the thing that I'm trying. Yeah, two different titles. That's in Monkey Island is a very popular game. Remember that they showed. I don't know if it was last year, or sometime this year. I can't remember. I think
yeah, Monkey Island 2. It came out.
Right, and there was so many people hyped about that game. Like, I mean, that's to me is why this show is a 10. Because we knew that there was going to be games that was going to be shown that we've already seen, and we still were satisfied with it.
I'll give you proof on that just real quick. I'm not trying to put Xbox.
You are interrupting, but go ahead.
Put it back on me, bro. Damn.
Yeah, he said like that. Go ahead.
But I told you I was in there with Mike Muller, right? And there was this guy that is a Monkey Island fiend. He said, I'm going to play Sea of Thieves now just for that content. I was like, what? I don't get it, but that's his thing. He loved Monkey Island, so he's going to be playing Sea of Thieves for it.
Right. Well, I mean, just also for the scene, I'm not legendary yet. I'm not that far off though. Believe it or not, and I ain't played in about a year and a half. But I'm going to jump back in. I just don't like playing solo. I want to play with friends. So
because they rob you on the boat.
Right. Like they check your ass in that little boat and they get you. So again, I just, man, Sea of Thieves, it is amazing what that game can do and what that also do. And like with Fallout 76, comparing to where it was to now where it's at, and now they're adding more content. They over here bragging about the 15 million players. And then let's not forget about ESO and how big that game is. Xbox is firing on all cylinders. After we all knew that Xbox had to show up in 2023 because in 2022, that was a down year. And everybody knew that. And for Xbox to deliver to get even the most hardest skeptics, even Predator, he's a huge skeptic. He said a 9 out of 10. An 8 out of 10 is crazy. Now, to get to my point on this. Now, listen, I think y'all guys are absolutely crazy.
Greg Miller was outside giving it a 5 out of 5 and saying, what else do you want from Xbox?
Damn, Greg Miller?
Yo, Greg Miller was doing that shit?
Greg, go to Twitter, look up Greg Miller.
I swear
watch his latest video.
That guy's straight up bipolar. He's bipolar.
It's crazy. You asked me a question and you need to talk over me. What you want?
I'm Italian, man. That's how we communicate, bro. I don't know.
Well, then how do you hear?
Oh no, I was hearing everything you were saying too, man. It's I guess it's a talent, man. I don't know.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's something. I'll give you that. But yeah, man, just go to his Twitter, bro. Like for real, and just look at one of his last posts. He posts his score. He says it's a 5 out of 5. Like he felt like it was a weird response on Twitter because it sounds like he's like, man, I was cornered into making this decision because I mean that showcase didn't lie. Like it didn't lie. It did exactly what it was supposed to do.
Right.
All the
Hmm.
other showcases, a lot of pondering on what's the score. Their scores are different, but like this one, there was nothing to be ashamed of at all in
Even
this showcase.
Even J-Dub gave it a 9. And that
Oh, yeah.
shocked me.
No, he
Yeah, he
didn't.
did.
No, J-Dub did not give it a 9.
J-Dub gave it a 4 out of 10. Okay, so because I know I seen it like 3 or 4 different times. People
And he must have changed his opinion then.
Well, hold on. Which J-Dub are you talking about?
The J-Dub,
pony.
the PlayStation logo on his shirt.
Oh no, absolutely not. It was a 4 out of 10. He said a 4 out of 10, and he was dogging it out. You know, he's not going to sit here and be honest about it. And that's where I'm going to kind of lean to. But
No, he wasn't going to be honest about it. I mean, I just had him on my show, and it doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter.
Yeah.
No, and that's the point and that's where I'm going to go with this.
I think people in our community give people like that way too much attention, though.
Facts.
Absolutely.
Yes,
And that's where I'm going. I said this on next podcast. I said this here on GRG. I've said this on guests. I've said this on Ham Solo's podcast. The one thing that Xbox gamers need to realize, and I said this, if Xbox knocks it out the park, there's still going to be the stands that come out and tell you it didn't live up to expectations. It's not going to be better than the Sony showcase. And Xbox didn't have to do too much to make to show. They didn't have to do anything. Showing the first 3 games already outdid what Sony did. The first 3 games already over. It was finito Titans. It was no reason to even. They could have stopped that shit right there and went straight to the Starfield Direct, and did would have already been better than what PlayStation provided.
Yep.
They will not give you any credit. So if you are still out there listening to them, not only for comical, satisfaction, you take their words seriously. You really want these PlayStation stands to really tell you, hey, this is good. This game is going to be great. This was a great shit. No, they will not. They will not. Period. So the question I'm going to ask you guys on this. Why is the media still trying to garner to make that? Like IGN was over there showing the recap of the PlayStation showcase right after the Xbox showcase. Instead of them going over having people to talk and give their reactions to the show, they went straight to the PlayStation recap. We had
normally do that all the time.
They had Dustin that came out there and was saying that it was average. It was okay. There wasn't enough. There's why is it the guys at the media just came out to be a situation, and this is an open discussion, so do your best to go ahead and
wait.
You don't mind.
Wait.
Well, first off,
No, don't make it open.
Guys, I don't know if you guys realize this, but I already told K Mega, like, you guys tell me about cutting people off and everything like that. I told them I can't be here for the whole show. All right. So like I try to get in and talk and be cool with you guys talking about, everything we're talking about, together. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't mind, again, I don't know why, people worry about like, the people on social media or give them attention. But in terms of like IGN and, Kotaku and all those media sites out there, I think Xbox is finally at that point where they look and they just don't even care what they're saying anymore. You know why? Because the machine is up and running, people. There is fuel and it is pumping. Like I don't think a lot of people out there realize what we're seeing the beginning of, because this platform holder, Xbox, has the most first party studios under their umbrella. They are looking to be self-sufficient when it comes to Game Pass. So what you saw today in terms of the showcase is pretty much going to be the norm. And not only that, what you didn't see is also going to be the norm, because I can almost guarantee you, when it comes to Xbox and all the studios and all the projects and everything going on, that's going to be going on like continuously, because that's their job, to make games. And we've never seen it at this level before. Like I don't know, like what to say. You're not going to see anything less than what we saw today, like moving forward from Xbox when it comes to their showcases. And then when it comes to that, the games are just going to be speaking for themselves, man. I started seeing reactions to Fable and stuff like that from like content creators, and they're putting that out there, and the buzz right now for that game and what they did with that game, and like, you know, graphically and all that good stuff. There is just it goes above anything that IGN or anybody else is doing right now. Let's be real.
No, absolutely. Go ahead. Anybody else? Like I totally agree.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this: that the media is so far in the pockets of Sony that if Sony is looking bad,
it's evident now.
And
It's evident now.
Oh yeah. If Sony is looking bad and Microsoft is looking good, they have to somehow downplay Microsoft so that they can make Sony stay at that level playing field. Because this year, we know for a fact Sony does not have any games. They may have just one first-party title come out, but they have nothing. Everything has been third-party, money-hatted games, and that's it. And Microsoft has shown 13 first-party titles at this showcase. Sony only showed about, I think, 4 or 5 first-party titles at their showcase. So the fact is that Microsoft is running on all cylinders. Sony has dropped the ball. They have gotten to be cocky Sony once again. I mean, so many people didn't want to say it before, but I think a lot of us saw it. We saw how at the beginning of this generation, when they told you that the games are going to cost $70, they were being cocky at that point. That when they raised the price of the console just 2 years after the console on sale, we saw cocky Sony right there. The fact is now they have nothing, like Microsoft had nothing last year. Yet people want to damage control for them. And it is sad to see how they're bending over backwards just to, make Sony look good, even when they're looking bad. And it's a shame, because they're supposed to be non-biased journalists, and they're not. They're basically just carrying water for Sony, and it makes them look very unreliable. And I don't think anybody is going to want to go back to, listening to IGN or, any of these other places that supposedly is a journalistic website. No, nobody's going to want to do that. They're going to start listening to us, which are content creators, and we're the ones that's going to give them, yes, we will say that we're biased for either Xbox or Sony, but at least they know our bias firsthand, and they can always look at us as for Xbox. They can look at other people for Sony, and they will get those both sides of the story, and they can see what the real news is, instead of people that are faking the news. People who should be non-biased, straight up in the pocket and making one look worse than the other. That's the whole thing that why people are getting pissed off with some of them. So it didn't surprise me that they went back to the Sony showcase. I actually thought that they wanted to compare the two, but obviously They just wanted to show that, oh, look at this. Sony has these games. Microsoft may have shown these games, but look at this. Sony has these games. Whatever. Microsoft hit it out of the park, and Sony just faltered. And Jeff Keighley tried to hold his water too, but Jeff Keighley's show was crap as well. So, like I said on Friday, and like I'm saying again today, you had the Summer Snooze Fest, which was trash.
Disrespect.
You had, you also had the Sony Showcase, which that was trash as well. And now Microsoft comes back and saves the whole summer. And we're going to see some more stuff from Capcom. We're going to see some stuff from Ubisoft. And I think for the rest of this summer, everybody's going to be buzzing from everything that Microsoft has done. And they're not even going to think of Sony. Yeah, they may be thinking of Spider-Man, but they're really not going to be thinking, oh, Sony's got this, Sony's got that. Nah. It's everything is Microsoft, Xbox, Game Pass. What's coming to Game Pass? We already got Liza P that's going to be coming to Game Pass. We've got Forza coming to Game Pass. We got Starfield. Everybody's pumped about Starfield. So I can tell you right now that this whole summer, actually the year of 2023 belongs to Xbox. Sony is going to be nowhere to be found. Year of 2023 is Xbox's year.
I totally agree with that. And I was fixing the cameras because Bob left. Yeah. Well, no, Spider-Man asked what I was doing. And I got to learn immediately. But yeah, I was over here setting up the cameras to get everybody lined up right.
I was trying to stall so that you could fix the cameras.
Thank you, because I was concentrating like, but he said he was only going to be here, so I knew it was going to happen. So it was like, it was whatever. But
let me explain the hatred.
Yeah, explain.
IGM just stabbed themselves in the foot by not having it after dark. They totally messed up by doing that. Every other show, every other, publication out there that does stuff like this, they actually had recaps after their shows, except for IGN. You just
because they were pissed.
Just showed your true colors as of this Sunday. So just because your favorite people didn't have a great showcase, and you actually gave them high marks at the end of their showcase, I remember that. We all remember that. If Bubble Bath, Sudbuster is your thing, okay. But 90% of these games were adult-orientated games.
Yep.
And that's the difference between Sony. Adults want adult-orientated games. And you're probably hating even more because Microsoft let a Capcom game be on this showcase.
Yeah.
And 70% of the games showed were Xbox and Game Pass and published by Xbox and made by some of the, their new developers. And the only developer you had was that web slinger guy, So it's like,
Sir
so
X-Man.
Can't be hated.
Sir X-Man, I wanted to tell you something. It's 27 games that were shown. 13 were Xbox first party. 21 is in Game Pass.
I know. Isn't it awesome? So y'all go on and pay full prices for your game over there while we're getting actually games that are better than what you got, except for Spider-Man. And you had like maybe 2 that were worthy. But most of your stuff is triple plat anyway. Microsoft showed that after your show. IGN didn't show it. But other sites showed that. So right now, and I'm going to say it, You get the Epic Fail Award for the day. You get the Slash Monster for the day.
Slash Monster, what is that?
I don't know what the hell that is.
The Slash Monster, what?
IGN just got their neck slashed for doing
Just say that,
what
then.
they did.
Oh.
And guess who the monster was that put you in your place? A big old company called Microsoft. Deserve what you get after this. Microsoft said, "Oh, you want us to do stuff for you? You want some more code? You ain't getting it because you showed your true colors."
Oh, they did that to Jeff Keighley as well. He's like, "You ain't getting none of our stuff. We ain't showing you nothing on your game showcase."
Well, this was the thing for me that really tripped me out. Was that, and this was something I was going to allude to when I was talking about why I gave the show a 10 out of 10. Xbox shown out of their, how many did you say? 13? It was 13.
13 first party.
Out of the 13, there were a few games that looked just as good or better than what PlayStation showed you.
Yes, you're right. You're so right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, nobody has really said anything about that. Like, think about this logically. Everybody has been asking Xbox to, let's see what the 16 terabyte monster can do.
12 teraflops.
Oh, so, yeah, whatever. So let's see what this monster can do. Yeah, whatever. But let's see what this damn thing. It's supposed to eat monsters. It's supposed to do this, but still PlayStation, because that was one of their narratives. PlayStation still has games that look better than anything Xbox produced, which that's a lie. But it's still, but for the most part, when you see a lot of games that PlayStation drops, they're drop dead gorgeous. Xbox showed you some drop dead gorgeous games today.
Yes,
No question. You can make, listen, and all of these games had they were all different. There was that creative freedom that people have been asking from Xbox. So, of course, you would want to see Gear 6, but why is it you didn't get you did get Forza, but you didn't get no Halo or Gears? And I am for that, because you know what that tells me? That Xbox got a lot on their plate. They got plenty for us to eat on.
Yep.
I'm glad that Halo. Yeah, I'm glad that Halo didn't get shown. Halo don't need to be in this epic showing right now. Halo has not earned it. Let's just be real about it.
You're right.
It's work for Microsoft.
Halo is my favorite franchise next to the mighty Tekken. But the fact of it is that Halo Infinite is not delivered to where it deserved to be shown here at all. And listen, shut your old ass up. Anyway, no, go ahead. I'm just giving you a hard time. Go ahead, bro.
Here's one thing nobody thought about too. Microsoft had more black protagonist players.
Because I was just about to go there.
That includes anybody. Female, and there's female protagonists too. That's the thing. Listen, and I'm like, man.
If you read
representation,
and shout out to Post Up, because he posted an article in the DMs of South of Midnight, and I read it all the way through. How thorough, and I believe that the person that is one of the people in Compulsion that is working on this game is a person of color, because they said they were, and they went as far as to get people they got black actors and actresses to be a part of the voicing. They got people that could they wanted to represent the South properly. So it's going to happen. And the game is set pieces. I don't know if you guys ever watched this old movie back in the 80s called Crossroads. It was about this old blues player that sold his soul to this demon. He just looked like an old black man, but he could grant you your wish. And Ralph Macchio was in the movie, and he wanted to be I'm not the old black guy that he sold his soul to the pretty much the devil or the demon or whatever. And Ralph Macchio had to save him and they did a bet at the crossroads to where Ralph Macchio could play. He could play that goddamn good guitar, bro. And so it was like a blues movie, but it was with rock in it. It was just crazy. It was an absolutely crazy, dope movie. But I did not know that was real folklore about. So that black man that was in there, the dude that was playing the guitar, he is that demon that was at the crossroads in that movie Crossroads, to where you sell your soul to. Well, in the game, he bridges from reality to this other universe. And what's crazy is kind of like almost like a Bleach like situation. So like if you go to the next world, people that may seem normal to you, you can actually see what they really are, and they're demons or monsters or whatever. And so this girl has got to fight through that, not only through that, but also through everything else that she's got to deal with in her real life. And I'm just reading this, and it was a fantastic read. And I'm like, oh, this game is going to be a lot deeper than I thought. But you're absolutely right, Sir X-Man. There was so much inclusion in this. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. You know, and I think that, I mean, I love everything that they showed, even the games that I like, you know, I mean, some of like Immortals 33 was not something that I would be day one for me or anything, but the fact that everything had something that was unique to it. I've never seen a game that had 33 online players on it. Like, that's crazy. So I don't know, like for people to even say that this showing was below us, I mean, I'll give you, if you say, if nothing like that was up your wheelhouse and you used to give it a 7 out of 10, saying like, well, yeah, there was a couple of things that look good. If you give it a 7 out of 10, okay, I'll give you grace. You go anywhere past that, you're capping. All you do is bullshit.
No, well, Rick K. Mega, hold on.
Yeah.
If they gave a lower score than Sony's showcase, then I have to say that something's wrong.
Well, no, those people that gave the show, and I was lenient on the show because I'm like, I like just watching game shows, and I gave it a 7.5 for the Sony show. Yeah, because there was games there that I knew that I liked, that I wanted to play. But I mean, when you looked at the situation at the end of how it finished, it was like, yo, that's it? Nothing else? It was at a point to where Xbox was going so hard in the paint that I was like, please, no more. You killed it. It's over. There is nothing else you can do. You can't.
Yo, K Mega. Loke was saying, we were watching it in our live reactions. Loke was saying, please don't say 2023 anymore. I have no more time.
No.
Hey, but I got
and it's a fact.
I got something new that's wonderful for you, K Mega. You know, I hear people saying nobody wants that black Series S with the 1 terabyte, man.
Right.
I want it.
You can't you can't even get in because it's so backed up. People trying to reserve.
That's, well, you know why? And oh my goodness, JD Gamer. Damn. Wow. I'll read this super chat in a hot second. Thank you so much, brother. Wow.
I just bought the Starfield Constellation thing.
You risked it all. I paid the 300. You paid the 300. You risked it all.
I bent the knee, bruh. I bent the knee. And
I want that watch.
And I'll tell you right now, I had to sit in line on Best Buy's website to get it.
Shut up.
Jesus Christ.
Shut up. You lying.
And then it gave me a 10-minute countdown that my spot is reserved for when I was purchasing it. So I didn't even have time to think about it. I had to just do it.
Oh my goodness.
Let me read the super chat because I want to read this. I'm messy, and I add more to it.
Because now we're going to get messy, and I got to hear from Mitchie because she's been awfully quiet. But yeah, please read the super chat. Thank you so much, JD Gamer. Oh my goodness, man, bro.
JD Gamer with the $50. Ooh,
God damn.
Succulent. I've been kind. I've been so damn kind. Now I want some damn pony knees. PS fans, we outside here. Come play with us. Come out and play. Xbox team, don't address the PS fan clickbait trap of Starfield at 30 FPS. When they say that, just say Avowed, Hellblade 2, Fable, South of Midnight. What you got, bitches? All you got is Spider-Man. You got nothing, bitch.
Man, he ain't saying all that.
Yeah, he didn't say all
He
that.
didn't say all that.
He ain't saying all that. But oh my God, but he is saying what you got, and he is right. Listen, for any X-bot or X-bot, whatever you want to call us or whatever, that's even giving any goddamn credence to this garbage that these people are telling you that show was not better than Sony's show, or that it was not the best show of this year so far, or that Xbox did not deliver the goods, then you need, like I said, if it's not for you being, if it's not for comedy purposes, then we need to reevaluate who you are. Because there's no way that you can listen to that and actually come back and say, you know what, well, Xbox needed to do more. Like him said, Loke was just like, man, no more, please. I was in both chats. I jumped between Don and I jumped Xbox, and I'm like, please, no more. Bro, I can't take it no more. It's too much. Too much.
What you said was, Microsoft, that's enough. You could kill it already. It's enough. That's what you said.
Man, we were like 3 trailers in, and I was like, this is already better than any of the other showcases. Like it was insane because after every single one, it felt like pretty much it felt like after every single one, it was like world premiere, world premiere, and it got to the point where like I heard Xbot say this, and me and Loke were doing the same thing. We were joking. We were like, I wonder if the next one's gonna be a world premiere.
Right.
Premiere. like it got to the point where we were laughing because they said world premiere again, and Loke is just sitting there sweating. And at the end, I asked Loke, I was like, yo, bro, what do you score this showcase? I give it a 9.5 out of 10. Loke said 20.
That's what I'm talking about, Loke.
Wait, here's another super chat by JD Gamer, $2. He says, I'm saying all of that and so much more.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. He said, okay, so he's like, all right.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that's what he really thought.
Stood on that hill.
Yeah.
Loke fell to the
He's
throat
10 toes down.
He fell to the throat needle today, boy.
All right, so man, you've been extra quiet. What is your thoughts
Don't want
about
to interrupt.
You're right. Very polite. See, this is why we need ladies back on the show, because they keep us ornery, dirty, filthy beasts and calm and at bay. Anyway, but Mitchie, what this whole media situation and just people in general that are just, they will not give. I mean, I know plenty of Xbox gamers that give Sony their props, Nintendo their props, PC their props. Why is it that there's this demographic that just refuse to give Xbox their props? And why is the media not doing the same? Some of the media, not all, but some.
Well, IGN has their, I don't think that IGN wants to compliment Xbox, because then it seems like they're against Sony. It's either have to be one side or the other. You can't be both. It's like, black and white, gray, and there's no gray. If they had stayed on the gray, they'd be much better. But they can't. So they either have to be on the blue or the green. They choose the blue because the blue has a bigger follower base, and they got all those big games behind them, and so they stand on the blue. And they say, green, well, when it suits us, we'll be with you, but most of the time it doesn't, so we won't. And that's the choice they make. And Xbox isn't going to hold back games from them. No, they're the biggest media there. They're going to keep studying them games, but maybe Ryan McCaffrey, because he's supposed to be an Xbox guy, but he's not really. Sure doesn't
right
talk
about that.
Fun fact. I don't know what the poll is now, but he released a poll, and I think that was that you, Viper, that told me that. Or
I
there was
think
some-
I sent a bunch of different polls in the
okay,
chat.
okay, but yeah, but
DMs.
it was you or it was somebody else that told me that, and I think it might have been Spooky, where Xbox was, you know, he gave a poll about the Xbox show, but over 40% gave it negative reviews, gave it less than a 7. Like that should tell you right there.
Yes.
If this guy's a pro Xbox, Mitch, you hit it right on there. If he is a pro Xbox guy like that, then there would be no way for him to sit there and to just let that ride like that, or to have that many people come and be that, you know, come out there and just spew that to venom like that, and it'd be cool. Yeah, I don't know, but keep
I
going,
mean,
Mitchie.
even Keeley, he put out an Xbox poll. He put out to say what they thought the grade was, and his was favorable.
Yeah.
So so how is the difference there when essentially you probably got most of the same people that are voting on them? You know,
I'll tell you right now, 112,650 votes on Jeff Keighley's post, and 53.6% is on A.
That's it. That's it. That's why I said this is a 10 out of 10. Because usually Xbox always kind of do something to where they step on the rake and the rake hits them in the feet. They miss the landmine, but they step on the rake and it hits them dead in the face. They didn't have none of that tonight. They didn't have any of that today. They were trending. Everything went. Nobody even mentioned nothing about Redfall. That's all long gone. Xbox showed people that we can give you the same type of games PlayStation can, plus what we got. Which
Don't
is
worry, they'll have another Redfall situation.
Oh my
I,
God! Here we
have,
go.
I have to stand up and say this.
uh-oh.
You got boot stomped. You didn't like it. Microsoft came with the fire. The Sony ponies got burnt because your buddy Jim Ryan didn't show you nothing but the crack in his patootie and gave you nothing to be happy about. Nothing. Even people didn't like the Sony showcase. But no, here you go. Hating on Xbox because they brought the thunder. They brought the thunder.
Oh my God!
And you butthurt.
Let them cook.
You completely.
Let them cook. Let them cook.
You know, your mama should have raised you better than that, Sony ponies. But obviously they didn't. You supposed to respect people. Not this one. You're a gamer. You're supposed to respect all games out there in the world. You know, this Venom, and we only got one Venom out here on our show. But y'all shouldn't be like that. You the one that made Venomous Viper the Venom that he is because of all the drama you throwing out there in the world against the Xbox. You need to do better. You need to ask your people over there in the Sony pony world to do better. Stop hating when somebody do good. Stand up and request more instead of them overpricing you out there in the world like that. I'm sorry that Sony don't give you what you want to try to rip you off. Oh, I love $70 games. Oh, that's all the lick. But you don't buy them. Xbox is giving you the great games in Game Pass, and most of us here are going to buy it because we love the game. I'm buying Forza. I ain't going to have it in Game Pass. I'm getting the deluxe edition. You know, I'm doing it that way. But are y'all going to have that kind of option over there? Nope. Is Tim Ryan going to put it in his version of Game Pass? Nope. What are you going to do with Spider-Man? Charge y'all $100. So, you know, y'all read what you saw over there. Stand up for your people, your gaming console. See, Microsoft listens to us. Tim Ryan don't listen to y'all. He do things he's going to do. Because I've said it before, and I'm going to say it
right there.
He is not a gamer. He's a corporate guy trying to get more money in the Sony pocket because I'm going to say it, Sony on business welfare. Their movie department ain't doing good. Their movie department ain't doing good. Their TVs ain't selling because they got high competition. I'm surprised they didn't go after the TV division like Samsung and LG. I'm surprised they didn't go after that. So you guys are the only strand of money flow that they have right now. And they're raking you through the coals instead of helping you to afford their systems and to afford their games so they can make more money. Microsoft doing it the other way. They're making more money because they're making it more reasonable for people to play the games. You need to demand more and get them to start listening to you and stop crying on Twitter. Stop crying on IGN with them and giving them a slap in the wrist because they praised your showcase, which was a lie. Get over it and take care of your business like you should, especially if you're a daggone American citizen. Fight for everything else. You fight Sony to make your console better. I'm tired of the rhetoric. Y'all need to do better over there before you start complaining and crying about the stuff we doing over here that's good for us. I'm done. I pissed
Y'all
off.
let the Mogwai out. My God. Y'all should.
You can post the Mogwai, ladies and gentlemen. The Mogwai got fed before midnight.
Oh, Jesus.
God dang, JD Gamer.
That was probably
All right,
the
JD
biggest
Gamer
man
with
child
the
Mallet, bro. I
50.
need the hammer.
That was the
JD Gamer
biggest-
with the $50. They talking shit when we were weak on our knees. We were on our knees, motherfucker. After the ABK block and Breadfall match. That's all over now, you bitches. Give me them fucking knees.
And no.
Dragging you out there.
Let 'em cook.
Spreading mess again. Spread this, bitch. Xbox first party output will surpass PS in less than 18 months. Now take that.
He is 18, but he didn't say less. Why are you, man? And he didn't. God, man. Ham said let him cook.
Don't
How you
let
gonna
don't let him read him.
What'd you say?
Said don't let
Because
him read
JD Gamer just said before in a $2
He did.
super chat that he said all that.
And
He
more.
meant all that and more. So,
Oh, my
I mean,
God. And
if he's
JD
co-signing what Venomous Viper's saying, then let him cook.
Let him cook. I mean, JD Gamer again.
And
Go
he's got
ahead.
another team right now.
Go ahead.
So,
Go ahead. Well, my
So-
man,
I'm sorry, everybody. I couldn't take it no more. I apologize. I'm sorry. The Mogwai came
no,
out.
don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. Do not be sorry because this one, this is required.
No, I'm
It was-
sorry to my Xbox people over here that I had to let out on that evil side over there being stupid.
It was the biggest man-child thing I've ever seen in my entire life. That's what.
Oh,
it was.
shut
What
the
do you say?
Look at him. He's still mad. Look at him. He's still all over
Anyway,
that.
anyway,
Yeah.
JD,
Give it an 8, bro.
JD Gamer with the $10. Oh, I forgot to add. Little Dragon spread this. Not only will Xbox surpass PlayStation in numbers of the first party titles, they will surpass it in quality too. We got that quality. It will be a Metacritic meltdown for you PS ponies, you damn unicorns. Fuck y'all.
This man ran out of words.
And for those,
I felt like he wanted to say some words that he can't say on
and
this.
for
on
those
this
people that
other
want to
podcast.
talk about Starfield out there and give it a low number,
we
I ain't see no frame rate problem. I didn't see nothing. That game was absolutely beautiful, even at 30. So you can't hate. And when they do decide to upgrade to 60, y'all gonna eat some cow when they put that game
Oh,
at
they-
60.
You mean crow, not cow? Crow.
Oh,
Cow?
Crow, whatever. Whatever. Let me roll.
Sorry.
Again, K Mega, goddamn.
Go eat some crow when the X gets 60 and then the Series S gets 60. Why do you think they put out that 1 terabyte Series S? And Phil Spencer said at the show, we pumping out more Series X's for y'all that won't want.
That is true. He did say
Hey,
Series
K-Mega.
X is coming.
Ready to go. And you know what? Y'all deal with y'all one little Spider-Man while we eating in abundance over here on Xbox. Don't hate. Let it go.
Ham, yes, please.
Ham Solo go.
You know I ain't finna interrupt nobody.
Right.
Anyways,
Dark has been very, very quiet, but yeah, go ahead.
I mean, as he should be.
Yeah.
This wasn't his day. But
I went full Van Diesel. Oh no.
Sir X-Man, relax.
What state do you live in, Ham?
Wait. Why are you asking where I live? What's that got to do with anything? This man trying to clip me. He trying to clip me.
He gonna call some of them stands on you, bro. Like, hey.
Oh man.
Yeah, this man trying to dox your boy. But anyways, K-Mega, how long do you think it will take? How long do you think it'll take for the mods to say, nah, I want 60?
Oh, they're doing it right away.
Absolutely.
A month or 2 months.
Yeah, max. By the end of the year, it will already have a 60 frame. But it will be 60 frames on
PC.
On PC.
On PC, yeah.
Yeah. But no, they will start before the end of the year, especially. And we're going to talk about this. We'll touch on this, and I'll get to Dark on this one first to hear his thoughts. But especially if Starfield does not get Game of the Year, which I don't think it will because of Zelda, but they're going to be crying and demanding for 60.
I'm just wondering, like, I'm hearing people, and I don't take none of this serious because I'm just like, man, I know you're down, but I see all the complaining on Twitter, especially from fanboys, and to me, I mean, I take it as a compliment. I don't take it as like I don't get disappointed at what they're saying because I know they just frustrated, they mad, they had a hard few weeks to the point that they relied on somebody else's showcase to give them something, and it did give them something. It gave them a date that should have been in their own showcase.
Right. Right.
So with that being said, I get it. Got to be frustrated at something. So when people are like, "Oh man, this Forspoken with 60 FPS." Final Fantasy is 60 FPS, but not Starfield. Hey, I've been out here saying Starfield's probably going to be 30 for quite some time. Hell, Todd Howard went on a show and said they do most of their stuff in 30 FPS. So it was no surprise to me when I seen what I seen, and I just kind of shrugged my shoulders and I was like, at least I didn't set myself up for failure, but I could see a lot of people set themselves up for failure. And that's their problem. But where I come in thought process is like, there ain't no way that you're going to tell me that Final Fantasy and Forspoken combined could even survive in the realm of Starfield. No.
Hell no.
It cannot. The amount of stuff that you can do in Starfield alone took 45 minutes to explain.
Yeah.
And they didn't even get through it all.
No, they didn't.
They had to cut and just be like, yo, let's just go ahead and just ask everybody what their favorite thing is because we're running out of time.
That's even if they buy the game, Ham. That's even if they buy the game over there. Remember,
you know what? If their pockets are hurting, if their pockets are hurting from PlayStation dog walking their ass down the road, then just remember that they can get it on Game Pass. It ain't no thing, man. Enjoy yourself.
Chicken wings.
Here's another super chat from JD Gamer to go along with what you were saying.
There's two more. There's that one.
Yeah, two more.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So JD Gamer with the 5, and this goes along with what Hamso was saying. He says, I can guarantee that one of the first community Starfield will be 60 frames per second. Now, who doubts it'll be? Who doubts it? Because I want all them PS fans' knees, Little Dragon. And the thing is, just to add on to that, you know how they have the creation, the creators thing that they had for Skyrim. They're going to have the same thing where they're going to use the community and put their mods in there so that they will be able to be playing those on console as well. So I expect the mod from the community on the console for 60. It's just that the quality is going to drop down. His next super chat of $2 is going to be Xbox 61123 was handing out PS fan obituaries.
JD again. Go ahead, JD. Damn,
Again, JD
bro.
Gamer, my goodness, supporting the channel. Get on
He
here.
got the whole check.
Yeah,
Give me the whole check.
Hey,
Get-
support the channel. God, thank
Get-
you so much, JD. People out there, help
bring
this
JD
man
Gamer
out.
into the chat right now. Bring him onto the panel right now. All right, with another $2. Somebody stop this ass wiping PS is taken.
Oh my goodness, dark. Oh my goodness. I don't know, man. Maybe it's best for you to be quiet today. I mean, these Xbots is out here in full
Yeah,
throttle,
they're in full retard mode. You never go full
Oh,
retard.
Okay.
no, you know what? No, PlayStation fanboys are in full retard mode because they saw something that
Oh my
that
God.
got
Oh
them
my God.
shook.
What are we doing here? All right, so
It got them
You're
shook.
right.
Really?
Can't make it. I don't think
Really?
people know what they saying right now.
Y'all killing my mind. Like, look, I got 4 yellows already. Because when I say we got about 20, 30 minutes max, we're gonna keep it as clean as possible. I ain't getting hit no more. I'm tired of getting hit. I'm tired of seeing that yellow check. I want full monetization. You hear me? You hear me? I want the green. So let me get the
JD Gamer's helping you out with that.
No, I need you to help me out with that. You know what I'm saying? So thank you, JD.
Let him know.
This is extra. This is helping me try to risk it all to get this consolation prize from Starfield. Thank you so much, JD. Oh my God. All right. So yeah, let's keep it. We can be messy, but let's keep it clean for these last 30 minutes. We gotta try to make this work, man. I gotta get this green check. I ain't seen a green check in almost a month. Let's go. All right. Wow. Thank you, JD. I really do appreciate it. But
I appreciate the 67 people that were in here.
yeah, thank you.
Hit the like button.
Hit the like button, share this out, man. Yeah, we still got about 30 minutes to go before we shut it down. But Dart, I gotta ask you this question. This is a legitimate question for real. After seeing Starfield, I don't know if you was impressed by it or not. We didn't really talk about Starfield in but how much is Zelda in jeopardy after the things that you've seen? What this game is Starfield really living up to the hype of what all of these people were saying for all these years?
I don't think Tears of the Kingdom is in jeopardy at all.
Okay, all right.
I personally couldn't care less about Starfield. I saw it looks good. Don't get me wrong. It definitely looks good graphically and everything like that. But it's just I've never liked any of the Bethesda games except for Skyrim, and that was about it. So, well, except for like the machine games or id Software when they make those games like Doom and stuff like that. But yeah, I think it's just I don't know. I don't see I don't know. It's gonna be hard to tell because if Starfield comes out and Starfield gets a 10, then yeah, I mean it has the potential of taking that away um from Tears of the Kingdom, but I just don't I don't know because I don't know anything about the story. I don't know anything about really much except for what you're going to be doing is building and exploring and things like that. I don't really know where that story is going to take us. So because Zelda's story was really good this time around compared to Breath of the Wild, which the story wasn't really there in Breath of the Wild. But with this one, the story's there. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens at the end of the year here, because there's a lot of games, and there's a lot of games that are probably going to get snubbed, and people I think are going to be mad about it. But that's
What games
just
do you think is going to be in jeopardy? so far?
So far, I think Jedi Survivor will probably be in jeopardy of getting snubbed again. Um, even though I really like that game and I think it's a fantastic game. I think Hi-Fi Rush will get snubbed.
Yeah.
Um,
Unfortunately, I think so too.
just for the simple fact that the when it came out, came out earlier this year. So usually like games that come out usually earlier get snubbed for some reason. I don't know why, but they just do. But yeah, I think that there's definitely going to be a lot of games. I even think that there's going to be games that come out in September, October, and even some games that even come out in August and July and stuff like that are going to just be not even like put on the radar like they should be, unless Keeley decides, oh, I'm gonna put 10, 15 games on this list of game of the year, then then possibly we will see that, but I don't see that happening.
All right. Okay. Rain, no, I was not disappointed that I didn't get a Gwent update. All I got to do is just download Gwent if I want to go play it or play The Witcher and use my cards to decimate my enemies.
I mean, you might as well just play The Witcher because I mean it's better.
It is better. It is better. I beat every.
JD
I
Gamer.
got all the parts. Yeah, JD. Yes, go ahead. JD Gamer.
JD
man,
Gamer.
boy. Woo, boy,
10.
that man. Hey man, I want to wear it. I want to wear my Fan Fest shirt. And ladies and gentlemen, trust me. Last year, I couldn't get these things over my man boobs. Now this thing is fitting good. It's all right.
No,
It's
please.
all right.
I did not
Oh,
need
bro,
that
let's
visual.
go.
Please.
Me neither.
Come on.
Look at that boy. What is boy working on it? Anyway, go ahead.
Oh
JD
man.
Gamer with the 10. Little Dragon. There's no place you can run and hide. No place you can go. No nonsense. You can say that to change your fate now. Take this L after L after L. By the way, you ponies been in full hard mode for years.
Mm.
I couldn't say the R word.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Gotcha. Oh my goodness. Thank you, JD.
Oh,
Gamer.
Oh, another one.
I got
He
one.
got another one.
When Spider-Man is
JD.
over, what you gonna do?
It's only gonna be a week before they beat that game, and that's it.
Yeah, then they wait for DLC.
I mean,
go ahead.
JD Gamer with the 10 again. Xbox has no games, you say? Xbox has all the games. Where your games at, PlayStation? Where your games at?
Love
It's
it.
all about the games. So where your games at? PlayStation, where your games?
It's a very joyous day for Xbotians out here today, man. I have not felt so good in so
Yeah, I'm
long.
glad you guys finally got a win.
Bro, I mean,
It's about damn time.
You guys been losing for years. You guys
No, we
finally got
haven't.
something.
we've been
You
getting
guys got to win.
You're making more money than Sony. What are you talking about, dude?
Hold on. Let's just be realistic here. We got curb stomped last season badly. We got dog walked. We got put out to the farm, as they would say out here in the country. Or taken out to the pasture, or hung up on a tree. Not like hung, but like
don't say that part.
Yeah. Well, hold on. Put you out on a tree, like when an animal is sick or something like that, and they tie them up to a tree like that. Not that type of thing. Anyway, but, yeah. Let me get that straight. Yeah.
That's another mark.
Yep, that is.
That yellow gonna be right there, like, oh, you did it. Anyway, but no, but okay, guys. Honestly, I mean, and this was a question that I asked Dark, but I'm asking everybody. What chance do you think that Starfield has now, since we've seen it? Now, since they did such a deep dive, that this game has the potential of overtaking Zelda? Does this game has the Dark says he doesn't. I don't think that it will. I think it will be very, very close. What do you guys think?
Wait. No. The thing is that because it's Nintendo, because it's Zelda, because of the media, you're not going to see this overtake Zelda. Even if, like Phil Spencer says, even if this was 11 out of 10, it's not going to move the needle. And the unfortunate thing is, because Nintendo is a household name, Zelda, household IP, like it is generations since the 80s. So there's no way that they are going to not give it to Nintendo and Zelda. Yes, Starfield can come close, but I can tell you right now, they are more likely to give it to Nintendo and Zelda before they give it to Xbox and Bethesda.
I can see Harry Potter giving Zelda a run for this year. But I think the other award shows that's after the Jeff Keighley one, they might give the award to Starfield for Game of the Year. Because I don't trust the Jeff Keighley one.
Yeah, I don't trust them either.
But the other ones, I think they'll give it to them.
But that ain't the one that's going to get all the all the attention, right? So that's the one. That's why I'm bringing up the VGAs. Rain, there will never be a upload studio again, brother. I think we need to put that to bed. Finally, let sleeping dogs lie on that one. Mitchie, what do you think? Do you think Starfield has a chance to overtake Zelda for Game of the Year?
Okay, so I don't really play Nintendo. I don't have a Switch, so I can't really talk about the whole Nintendo thing. I guess it just depends how Starfield reviews and stuff. I think that's what it depends upon most. I don't think Hogwarts stand a chance because of all the controversy. They're not touching that with a 10-foot pole.
That's a great point. Great point.
And no matter how great Hogwarts was, they're not touching that. And I think Diablo stands more of a chance, really.
Yeah. That's another title.
Yeah.
And that will soon be an Xbox title.
That Hogwarts does. You know,
I think Street Fighter 6 has a chance too.
Fighting game is
a fighting game for Game of the Year.
No.
They'll never do
it.
I think it does. I think it does only because of that single player mode that it has.
I just don't. I don't see it. I love that I love you saying that as a fighter fan. But man, they treat fighters worse than they treat racers. So in Forza should have won, or definitely should have been nominated. It didn't even get nominated. So there's no way Street Fighter.
Has Bethesda ever won a Game of the Year?
Yeah.
Yes.
Skyrim.
Oblivion.
Fallout.
I was gonna say Fallout was another one, right? Yeah. So
Fallout Vegas 2. Fallout Vegas 2.
Yeah. So they've won 3.
Yeah, but that wasn't them, was it? That was Obsidian, right?
It's still under the same.
Yes, it was Obsidian. It's still under Bethesda.
Okay.
Yeah, Fallout Vegas 3 won, not.
But Skyrim won for sure, hands down. So it. So yeah, they got pedigree.
Yeah. But it's gonna be hard.
Okay. Yeah. Well, okay. Well, let me ask you this, Mitchie, before I move to Ham. What do you think? Okay, so the games that we know so far that's coming out, there's Assassin's Creed, there's Star Wars, there's Hogwarts Legacy, Diablo, which was another title, great title to bring up, High Five Rush. I'm trying to think. There's there's a couple of more, and then there's going to be some other games that's going to be dropping. Which games do you think is going to probably be the odd games out? Because Final Fantasy 16 is going to drop here pretty soon. I think sometime this week. What do you think is going to be the games that's going to be knocked out?
I don't think Hogwarts gets nominated at all.
What?
Ooh.
Yep, because of the controversy behind it. I think it'll get another, like, other awards. You know how they do.
Yeah.
You know, the other stuff like best director or best blah blah blah. You know, but I don't think it'll get nominated for Game of the Year at all.
But there's 6 slots, so there's room for it.
Yeah, but they could fill that slot with Final Fantasy or Whatever else
Oh,
comes down the track.
I'm gonna tell you right now with Final Fantasy, the fact that Square is frightened because of the pre-orders, I can tell you right now that that may not get nominated because if not that many people wanting to pre-order that game, and it seems like there's not that many people that wants to play the game because there's a few people that's boycotting it. I can tell you that right now. There's a few people that's boycotting Square Enix in general.
Plus,
I'm
it's
one of them.
on PS5.
Because of their racial
Yeah.
Right,
Yes.
because of the racial thing.
The racial
Racial
stuff
thing?
and
Yeah.
yeah, so there's a few people that are saying they're done with Square Enix. So the fact that they are scared right now, that lets you know that some of this stuff is working, and Final Fantasy may not be the Game of the Year contender that they all thought it would be.
They said Rebirth
go
was
ahead.
this year, or is that next year?
That's
Is that
next year. That's
Next year?
early. That's early next year. Yeah,
Okay.
first quarter. All right. Okay. So okay. So, we got JD again. Thank you so much, JD.
JD just spent his check on you.
Hey, bro. I am not going to say I do not like it. I appreciate.
Are you sure this is not your wife with her sock account?
No, man. If this is my wife doing a sock account, like I'm gonna be asking questions because I need my gas money to get to the doctor in the morning. So you know what I'm saying, what you doing, girl? Because this
Then
money
they gave her the credit card.
Yeah,
That's your fault.
yeah. Just hand me the credit card. You know what I'm saying? Don't give me no cash through here because I gotta wait till the end of the month for my YouTube check. So you know what I'm saying? No. I want to get my cash now. So no, this ain't no sock account.
All right.
Go ahead. Yeah.
JD Gamer with the 5. Xbox been cooking games up for years. That old talk that no longer matters. We will show up nominated in 2023. We taking 2024 GOTY and beyond. It's over for PlayStation.
You know what? That was going to be my last thing while we get out of here. But I got to ask him about Game of the Year, and we've had this discussion like privately or whatever. But what do you think is going to get left out? And do you think that Starfield has a really good chance of dethroning Zelda?
I don't think it's dethroning Zelda. I don't think anything's dethroning Zelda just for the fact that it's just too popular. This is a new IP. I don't see a new IP doing it. To Zelda particularly, Mr. X-Man, shut your mouth. Let's see. So yeah, I don't see it dethroning it, but I do see it making the stage for sure. I think this game, what they just got done showing in the last 45 minutes, so many people are taking for granted. It's almost sickening. Like it is like you you don't understand how many planets that there are, how many things that you can do. This dude went from a spacesuit to Westworld. What the fuck just happened right there? This dude was a cowboy. You got cowboys on your crew. You're making ships, and then you get out of the cockpit and walk around in it. You make bases to where you house your folks. Depending on how you make your ship is depending on how many people you can carry aboard.
Didn't he also have force powers at the end too?
I was just gonna bring that up.
Those.
Did you see that he had powers at the end? I rewinded that back like 6
Yeah,
times.
telekinesis at the end. I was like, that's sick.
Bro, there's so much in this game that, like, to in my opinion, to say that, oh man, I don't see how it gets on the Game of the Year list. Hey, if this game doesn't deserve to be on that list, then what the fuck does?
Oh, it's gonna be on the list. I just don't think it's gonna win because of Zelda.
Right. I started my statement by saying that. Like, I don't think it's gonna win because, I mean, Zelda is just so
Here's the
loved.
scene right here, ladies and gentlemen. Look, he put his hand up, and boom, they just go away. I mean, like, they're done. Finito. Crazy. Anyway, I'm sorry, man. I just had to say that.
Yeah, I'm done.
He said I'm tired of getting interrupted by everybody, but that's okay.
I am. And I'm literally tired. So, like, I'm extra grouchy today.
It's been a long day for you, bro.
It's been a long weekend. I did 3 podcasts on Friday, a podcast with Lemon yesterday that took 4 hours.
Oh, I saw that.
I did a showcase. I did a showcase earlier today, and now I'm at this podcast. I ain't taking nobody's shit. I'm not taking anybody's shit on here, on Twitter. This dude just rolled up in my Twitter just a little bit ago and said, disagree. Bethesda, because I said fake gamers and fanboys will have you believe that what you just watched was bad. Xbox beat that ass today. We know you hating ass busters are hurting. And somebody said disagree. Bethesda beat that ass today. But what Xbox showed was a split decision. And I was like, who owns Bethesda? What the fuck are you talking about? That's like saying Atlas killed it, but Sega was mid. Like, what the fuck are you even saying?
Go get him, Ham. Keep going. I like it.
You see what I'm saying? It's just like, at what point are you going to acknowledge that Xbox owns them? Like if Sony Santa Monica came out with a fantastic game, but the rest of the PlayStation studio was terrible, would you say, oh man, Sony Santa Monica held it down? Or would you say PlayStation held it down?
There you go.
Get fucking real.
This is the nitpicking, Ham, that I've been preaching on, that people still hold on to, just like with the really crazy thing about the 30 frames per second. This game is epic beyond recognition. If you want 60 frames per second, you better go ahead and get those PCs up and running. And you know what? Unlike what we've seen with Ratchet and Clank, there's a requirement for SSD for Starfield. There's a requirement. There still isn't no requirement for an SSD for Ratchet and Clank. This tell you what this game is. Matter of fact, I think somebody in the beginning of the when we started, they were saying that you needed to have a 3070 or 3060 or something like that in order for you to start to get this game running.
Yo, K-Mega.
Go ahead.
How many games in the history that have been made that you can have a 45 segmented piece of a fucking showcase and not lose a bunch of people from boredom?
Bro,
How?
that is.
I mean, in my opinion, like, bro, we were we all seen it. We were watching it for 45 fucking minutes.
Yes.
Yep.
And not one time did I hear anybody say this is dragging.
That is
not one.
So I just want to understand, where is this fucking line that people keep drawing? Because they keep moving it.
Oh yeah. That's what they do.
I wasn't interested in Starfield until I saw the 45-minute show. That made me change my mind. I want to.
It went in depth.
I want to play this game. And for those who are going to say, oh, it's just like No Man's Sky, it ain't nothing like No Man's Sky.
No, that they need to stop with that. They definitely stop with the No Man's Sky thing.
It ain't nothing like that game.
Oh yeah, Stanley, the yellow checks is here. It's over. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? Ham has had a moment, and I just realized that, look, thank you, JD Gamer.
JD Gamer with the $2. Let me say it again.
I want Michi to have a moment. That would be awesome.
Hold on. Let me finish the super chat. Let me say it again. Who has games? Xbox has games.
All right.
PlayStation ain't got no games.
Oh, now last point, and let's just be real quick about this so we can get on out of here. JD brought up a really good point. He made a lot of great points. But this was the point that I wanted to end with. Now, since we've seen X got the engine on, it's warm, it's hot now. Is this go time? And is this where I've made the prediction? King David and many others has made this prediction that this is the beginning of where Xbox is going to make that move to where Sony is going to have to bend the knee. Do you believe right now
I think
this
so.
is the start of it? Do you think that this is the beginning of it?
No, the start. Hold on. The start of it occurred when Microsoft first bought Bethesda. That was the start. It's going to take some time. the start was Bethesda. Now with ABK, now you see that it's coming along, and then all these games are coming in to the Xbox Fold, and it's Game Pass. Trust me, this is it started long before what we have this year, and this is just the culmination of everything. Those studios they bought in 2018, that's what's coming out right now. You have Fable, you have what was that thing? Compulsion's game again. I've just forgot it.
South of Midnight.
South of Midnight. You have Clockwork Revolution. You have all these different games, different genres. It's not the same type of game over and over again. It's not no third-person action adventure, sad dad simulator. These are games with different types of story, different types of looks to them, unique looks. And it's a wide variety of things. And Microsoft this is all now culminating this year, and it's going to keep on until Sony just bends the knee completely. But Sir X-Men, you go ahead and say what you were about to say.
I'm going to add on to something King David said. Microsoft, Xbox, hold the line. Well, guess what? They drew the line. Now Sony has to go and try and cross it.
It's funny that Viper says all these different types of games, right? But all I saw was first-person shooters, so I don't know.
No, what were you looking at?
You're talking about.
I mean,
what were you looking at?
These other games you talking about?
Look, we just looked at Fable. Nothing that Sony has produced that had that type of creativity. I'm not saying visually Sony can make some really good.
Spider-Man is creative as hell, dude. What are you talking about?
Oh my God! Oh no!
It's enjoyable.
Ham Solo, go get him.
No. It's enjoyable. It's enjoyable. There's no question. Spider-Man's fun as hell. But I'm just saying, like, I mean, Sony's creativity is not there anymore. It's just not. Yeah, like I mean, listen, they have their moments because Ghost of Tsushima, new IP, fantastic, should have been the game of the year in my opinion. But if you keep on talking about Xbox is always relying on Halo, Gears, and Forza, Sony is definitely relying on GT. They can't even count on Horizon, God of War, and The Last of Us. Ghost of Tsushima was that title. Xbox is matching them now. Fable is coming back again. You see all these new titles that's coming.
You can say Spider-Man. You can say Ratchet and Clank. You can say other games too, dude. You can't just say the thing with Xbox is that they were riding on the.
Didn't even buy it, and it was exclusive.
Xbox was riding on the lull that
people don't even bring up Ratchet and Clank when they talk about their games. What are you talking about?
People bring
Returnal's
up
a
Ratchet and
great
Clank.
game.
Come on.
Oh God,
Returnal is a great game, but why the stands did not support it? They're always bringing up sales. They're always talking about what Xbox gamers ain't doing.
It, so I mean,
I did too. But I'm an Xbox guy. Well, I'm a gamer, but I'm an Xbox first guy, and I'm over here buying PlayStation games, helping Sony out. What are these guys doing?
Nasty, JD. Damn.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me jump in there again.
Xbox, from what I've seen, from the most.
What is the V in the fuck? I'm sorry, Dark Artemis. Continue.
Oh, go ahead, man. Go ahead. You were gonna say something. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, what the fuck is the V talking about? And he said the show was ass. Man, take your ass somewhere else, bruh. You are full of shit. You are full of shit.
I was just ignoring him. I read it and I was like, what?
100% full of shit. Yeah. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. That show was ass. Man, go sit your ass down. Get your ass ready for Final Fantasy 16. Play 2 hours of that and then just sit and ponder.
Oh, shit. JD Gamer with the $10. Sony ain't got no knees to bend. I got them all over here with me. You can't be in tard mode for years making the same game over and over and not eventually get exposed. PlayStation is done. No variety, no games.
variety is dwindled.
Man, this
Dwight.
guy is he hates
Love it.
PlayStation, doesn't he?
He doesn't hate PlayStation.
I mean,
He
no,
plays
I mean,
PlayStation as well, but the
listen.
fact is, he's telling PlayStation to switch it up, have the variety, bring out some first party titles. What do they have this year besides
They've had
Spider-Man? That's
first-party
first
titles.
party.
The only person who had the only company who hasn't had first party titles that consistently has been Xbox.
Okay.
For the
Dark.
past
I'm gonna
couple
stop you. I'm gonna
years-
stop you right there. I'm gonna stop you right there because here's the thing. I
Minchie
told
was
you this
gonna-
on Sun. I told you this on Friday.
Minchie was going to say
I-
something. Let her talk.
And then she talk.
Oh yeah,
Man,
yeah.
go
Let
ahead, Minchie.
Mitchie go ahead and
Dark.
talk.
What's on PlayStation in 2024?
we don't know
Oops.
yet.
We got
We
an
have no
invite.
Ah,
Just had a
We don't know
showcase
yet.
though.
but yeah,
There-
there's
there
nothing.
might be
There's
some
just
stuff.
Spider-Man.
And nobody
That's it.
remembers.
There might be.
I
Some
mean,
stuff we don't
I
know.
mean, this isn't even directed at Dark Optimus. This is just
It's
in
not
general.
directed at you per se. No, I'm not
Yeah, yeah,
attacking you.
I'm curious as to what new IPs Sony has even given us this generation. In J-Dub tried to tell me Returnal, but that don't work because they bought Housemark after the game came out.
Yep, that's true.
So what
Same thing
new
with
first party
Spider-Man
game has
when the Sony
Yep.
game.
what new IP from Sony has came out that they produce?
And
They don't
don't say
have any
Bloodborne
right now.
remake either.
No, they don't have any right now yet. Right.
You're right, they don't because it
But-
takes a long time to make new IP
But-
games.
But
It's money.
they've had a consistency of first party titles for a while now. Xbox's time is coming. Yes, it's coming right now. But that's the thing. Like people tend to be like, oh well, PlayStation is in the dog shitter because they don't have any games right now, and it's just like, okay. But if you look at past years and you look at this year, they at least have something. Xbox went a whole year without anything.
Hold
They
on.
had
No, I'm
something,
gonna
but
stop
they
you
didn't have
right there.
AAA.
Last year, they had stuff last year. It wasn't AAA. You had Pentiment. You had Grounded 1.0 release. So they had first party titles
And they both
released
got
last
high
year.
marks too.
Exactly. So don't say that they didn't have any games last year. They had third party deals. They had a lot of stuff coming to Game Pass, and they had two
They've
first
had
party
several-
titles.
They've had several years like this where they didn't have anything. So
All right,
Yeah,
here's
back in
here's
Dark.
Dark.
2017.
This generation? Well, name them.
no,
Not this
last-
generation.
Okay.
Dark,
okay.
here we go. Okay. This is the thing. Sony has shot their load over the past few years. Their games
You don't
have-
know that.
Let me
You
finish.
don't know
Let
that. You
me-
can't say that. You
let
don't
me
know
finish.
that.
Well, they didn't tell me
You
nothing.
can't
so
say that. You don't
No.
know that.
I don't know if they don't tell. So they have shot their load the past few years. Microsoft is a methodic and patient company. Now Microsoft's getting ready to come in their own, and people
Yeah.
are getting scared.
Mhm.
They are getting scared.
I don't know anybody who's getting scared,
all-
but
now
that's
all
Twitter
their
stuff, not on
invest-
Twitter.
I see them on Twitter all the time. They
We're
getting scared.
seeing them
All
on
that-
social media. Hell, they're starting to come. They're coming into the
Look,
chat. You
I'm
know
not
that
scared.
they're. You know they're
Mhm.
I'm
worried.
not scared because I know that
Well, you're a
PlayStation is gonna
gamer
come
though,
up with
Dart.
something.
You know, you're
So.
a gamer. Honestly, you're a gamer, bro. You game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, honestly, really, most of us on this panel, except for maybe Viper, you know what I'm saying, and Sir X Man, they live for the
The
funk.
old PlayStation, okay? I like the old PlayStation.
They live for the funk, for the messy, right? But for you know what I'm saying, all of us play on everything, or even if you know, or even if you don't play on everything, you still have respect for what Sony does, what Nintendo does, right? These people here, they don't have no respect for anything gaming wise except for the platform that gets them the most clicks or that they enjoy. They can't get if for you not to give Xbox any props for what they showed today, giving the best show of the year, there's only one other show that's going to have the opportunity to outdo Xbox, and that's the VGAs, and that's a different entity than a damn showcase.
You want to
Yeah,
see one
it's-
Xbox?
No,
So-
Gamescom.
No, Gamescom's
No, not
no.
even Gamescom,
Gamescom's
dude.
not
No
gonna-
way.
Tokyo Game Show,
The
nothing's going to
Gamescom's
touch. Yeah, nothing's going to touch this. Sony, listen, when you got to wait 2 years for this, and Dark, you was right there with so many other PlayStation fans, it blew my mind. I never seen PlayStation get cooked like they did, right? And they come out here and they give that weak ass offering. Jeff Keighley stuff was good. I like Jeff Keighley stuff, but it wasn't. But I mean, but one thing that Ham and others were saying, the pacing was. You and Ham said that the pacing was awful, and so Xbox delivered on everything except for maybe there might be some disappointments because of the fact that you was looking for Indiana Jones or Killer Instinct 2 or Gear 6 or a collection of some sort. But even with those games that weren't theirs, like I said at the beginning of the show, they still delivered. And even when the games that you knew that was coming, they still delivered. And what Ham ended with the greatest shit on the show tonight, next to what Mitchie did to you just a second ago, asked you that question and keep what she kills. He said, who in the hell? No, even the stands didn't say, man, I sat there for 45 minutes for this. No, they were looking at this shit like, oh my God. There's a chance that none of our games get in that lineup. Because if if Diablo gets in, Hogwarts get in, Zelda gets in, Starfield gets in. You know what I'm saying? And let's say Star Wars make it instead of Final Fantasy 16 or something else. Let's just say one of these future games overtakes Spider-Man. This will be the first year that Xbox will have an opportunity to have a chance to win Game of the Year, and there's not a Sony game for Game of the Year. That shit would be crazy.
Okay. Well, I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think that's gonna happen. But
give yourself.
I think Spider-Man will get his Game of the Year.
Yeah, Spider-Man will get.
I think it will.
But Keely gotta give him something. Keely gotta give him.
He gotta give him
something, bro. Keely gotta give him
something. So far. I know you guys are excited for Starfield and everything like that. I know that.
Right.
But my biggest question is, what's going to happen if this game comes out and it's not good at all?
They showed you 45 minutes. Trailer that was 45 minutes that did, man, and the game didn't look good, bro. This changed everything.
Why are you getting mad about it? I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you a question. What if this happens?
Like that?
What if it does happen?
Okay. What if it doesn't? No. He's saying if it don't.
Are you talking like Redfall bad, or what are you talking?
Right. Like I'm saying, like it gets that bad. It's that.
Are you talking like a 50 review, or what are you talking?
Right.
That's what he's saying.
That's what I'm saying. It just gets obliterated just because it's Xbox.
Haven't they only just hasn't Bethesda really only had Fallout 76 that did that bad?
It was only Fallout
76. And they got 15 million players now.
Ever.
No, they had a couple of other ones, but they weren't their first party in-house type of things.
There are people that play ESO, they will go right to Starfield the minute it comes out, dude. They won't even hesitate.
It's number 2 to a free-to-play game that is God tier on a PC.
Sir X-Man?
Okay.
You didn't even answer the question right.
Answer the question. What if Dark is saying in this game is bad?
What's going to happen if it does not do what you think it's going to do?
Bethesda deserves what they get. That's all I can say.
Well, no, it's not Bethesda on that. It's
Microsoft's going to
it's Microsoft. Got to eat that pill.
All right, I got one. What happens if Spider-Man come out and it fails? What if Spider-Man come out and they fail?
Then it fails.
What if Final Fantasy comes out and it fails?
I don't think anybody thinks that Final Fantasy is going to be all that.
That's going to be blamed on. Well, that's the thing with Final Fantasy. It's going to be blamed on Square Enix.
Right.
When Spider-Man comes out,
but it's a PlayStation game.
It'll be blamed on PlayStation, and it'll be blamed on Insomniac.
Square
Enix. Yeah. I personally hope, my personal hope is that Starfield comes out and knocks it out of the park, so it puts a fire in Sony's ass to do something about that.
See, Dark will be playing.
That's what I hope for.
They're bringing in phone
I'm
systems.
not playing Starfield.
He's gonna be showing off.
I won't be playing
He's
Starfield.
gonna be playing Starfield.
Not your thing.
No, it's not my
It's not
thing.
his
I've
thing.
ne-
It's not his
I've
thing.
I don't like Fallout. I don't really care for the first person RPG
I know,
genre.
just sad dads.
Rain asked a question.
Except for Cyberpunk, I really
Dark.
like that one.
He said, "Did Sony create Spider-Man?"
Did they create Spider-Man? No,
Yes.
of course not.
Okay, of course not. Right. But no, what you said, Dark, was really, and this is what Sony's plan has always been, and it's very smart. They keep these publishers these studios closed, so they can have deals. But then when things doesn't go their way, it's not Sony that takes the heat from them. Yeah, they don't shut but they shut down those studios that don't do what they're supposed to do in their eyes. But when it comes to those, like the Final Fantasies here, that's what I'm saying. Like Final Fantasy is really in a position. If Final Fantasy 16 does not do what they're expecting, I don't know, man. I mean,
I don't
Rebirth
think it
is.
is.
You don't think it is?
I don't think Final Fantasy 16 is going to do what they want it to do. I think
Final Fantasy 16 will be at 80.
I think people will be playing it and people will be enjoying it and stuff like that. And when it does come out, more people will be buying it. But I don't
If
think
word of mouth says it's not that good, they won't be.
Well, yeah, of course.
I mean, the game's going to be good.
But I think people will gravitate towards it if it is good. They'll be like, "Oh, okay," and they're hearing that it's good, then they're gonna go out and buy it. At this moment, most people don't really pre-order digital content like that, especially on the PlayStation side, because they charge you right away. On the Xbox side, they don't charge you right away. They wait the 10 days until
prior to the game comes out.
Yeah, prior to the game coming out. So
PlayStation wants that. They want that bank right away.
right. So that's why there's a lot of people who wait to get their games like day of or the day before, so then they can be ready for the game when it comes out. But I don't think there's going to be a enough money for Square to be like, yeah, this was a success. I just don't see that happening.
Before you close down, I need to rebut something that Dark said. Dark, I don't complain about Sony in general. I only complain about the things that they do to their people over there that they don't see. I knock Sony for the things that they do that are wrong to the gamers. That's the only thing I ever do. The people that follow that lead, that's on them. And I get them for just letting Sony walk all over them. But that's the only thing I criticize. I like Sony games when they come out. Sony PlayStation 1 was my favorite console, and I love PS2. But this Sony is not the Sony that we knew back then. And that's what I take the bait with. How they're just doing their players. They used to care about their players. It seems like they don't care like that no more.
Well, I mean, we were just talking. To be fair,
I don't know if that's the case,
yeah,
Sir X-Man. Because I mean, there's been people who've been clamoring for multiplayer games, and they showed some multiplayer games at their showcase. Granted, yes, they were just trailers. Granted, yes, there wasn't really much to them, but there were those games. So people have been clamoring for that stuff. So I think PlayStation is listening. Are they listening to necessarily the right people? Time will tell on that.
This is true.
Range G4 with the $2. Sony doesn't take the heat. The PS5 does.
If the PS5 is taking heat, then and it's pushing out cold air, then you need to get your PlayStation.
Are you trying to say that? Are you trying to say that's the new Roach Hotel? Is that what you're trying to say?
Stop.
That's what they tell you when your PlayStation gets overheated. They tell you if it blows out cold air, then it's overheating.
Okay. Oh my goodness, that rain had to drop that. All right, guys, we need to get out of here. I think that this was I think that last part was really interesting, especially about the game of the year, because I believe Starfield is going to be that damn good. No. I don't think there's no C to it. You don't give 45 minutes of gameplay and people and nobody didn't claim that they were bored. Only thing that you heard was that, that the show wasn't as good as this and CGI and 30 frames per second. Now one of these fans or people said that Starfield did not impress, because Starfield did impress.
Starfield did impress, and I said I was going to play it on PC so I can get my 60 frames.
Oh, yeah.
But I didn't say that.
You know what's coming. All y'all know what's coming, right? They're going to be putting it out there. Starfield was supposed to be on PlayStation 2. You know it's coming. They're going to be saying it's supposed to be
because they tried to lock it down.
Yep.
They tried to lock it down as a PlayStation exclusive.
Yep. You know they're about to say that.
Let me read this out. Let me go ahead and do our shout outs. But before that, I'll read this so we can get our shout outs out. He says, I'll say this before departing. In your echo chambers, this show was 10 out of 10 awesome. Outside of that, pure mediocrity. Not one is buying an Xbox after that show.
You know what? This motherfucker needs to go. Just go.
Listen to this. This person wanted this person is all about the thirst trap so bad that he would spew absolute nonsense just for me to read that, to get exposed, to look like a fool. That you're making my point. You're making all
Wait,
of my
who said that?
The V.
The V?
The Virgin.
Yeah.
The
Virgin. Listen, bro, it's all good. If you can't sit there and see this, but let me just make this point on the way out. You seen this clip right here of Sony Saga Hellblade 2. Tell me what PlayStation game is going to look as good as that. Tell me what PlayStation game in 2024 is going to look as good as that. Nothing.
Tell me what games are in 2024. Just that alone. I mean, that's fine. I mean, that's fine.
Oh, man.
And they're finally getting part 2 of Final Fantasy.
Miss K, I'm going to have to get you on the show again. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to be looking for you. I'm going to hit you up on Facebook, no doubt.
I mean, I don't want to hear no Halo, Gears, and Forza when all I'm seeing is Final Fantasy. I mean, y'all sucking the shit out of out of Phoenix. God damn, that's not even y'all's. Y'all falling back hard on Square Enix because y'all got what? What's that? No games. And I mean that's whatever, I guess, right? I mean, we've been saying it for a long time. It takes time to cook, right? Keep that same energy.
Yep.
Keep that same energy because hey, us Xbox fans understand that it takes some time for some games to cook. We've been saying that for a hot minute. But now that we have a crazy amount of games cooking and a good amount of games coming out this year, first, third party, and most of those going into Game Pass. And then we already know what's going to be coming out next year, whether it's, single player, multiplayer, whatever. Bro, you can't even tell me what the fuck Concord is other than a burger.
Wait a minute. Wait. You remember that in Starfield where they had all the sandwiches and they were making fun of Concord in Starfield with all those damn sandwiches.
That's funny. JD Gamer, one more time, this was sent us out. He said,
JD.
I'll read it this time. He says, I want Microsoft to buy Sega and remake Panzer Dragoon Saga. That would be incredible.
Fire.
All right.
They did remake it.
Let's get up. Let's not have another conversation. Let's just get on out of here.
You know what, K-Mega?
Yes, sir.
I'm on some other shit right now.
Okay.
Anybody can get it right now. Anybody can fucking get it. Because I mean, if people are gonna come out here sideways and just spit out this blasphemy and try to convince me that what I just seen was horrible, the people that are nonstop parading PlayStation that damn well know that show that they had was fraudulent. Damn
Okay.
well know it.
Okay. You got another 10
And
minutes.
Yet you're over here to tell me how to believe, how to
To let
take
him
the
cook?
showcase that showed nothing but games for almost 2 hours?
You need to also cook for him as well. Ham,
Oh
go ahead,
my
get him.
God.
All right, do you guys got another 10 minutes so Ham can cook? Because I am liking this because he's over here. Well, he's savage tonight.
Cook
I haven't
up.
heard this. Okay. All right.
Go ahead.
Give me 10
Keep
more
on
minutes.
going,
10
Ham.
more
Keep
minutes. Ham,
going.
continue. Cook. I'm not, nobody say nothing. Let him cook.
Bro, all I really have to say, and I'm going to keep this extra brief, is y'all just need to figure out a way to keep Xbox's name out your fucking mouths. Because you don't even know what to do with it anymore. You're so confused. You don't even know the field you're on. You're just talking shit to talk shit. You have no leg to stand on, but you're still screaming. You remind me of cutting half-ass dead Frieza screaming at Goku. What the fuck are you finna do other than die? I mean, get real. This showcase was fantastic, and if you don't want the same out of PlayStation, then you're fucking high.
Yep.
You're high as hell, because if this was a PlayStation showcase, easy high rating.
Oh my God.
Easy high rating. It would be insane. I see people saying, oh, I didn't see anything great other than third-party games. Bullshit. You're going to sit there and tell me that what In Exile showed was not appealing? Avowed? Not appealing? Wait, you're going to... Wait, but before you even try, you're going to say, oh, well, that Avowed game was that was a downgrade compared to the CGI trailer that we seen. Get the fuck out of here. Get your shit together. Get your shit packed up and move on. I'm not having it with y'all anymore. I'm tired of just sitting back and listening to y'all bullshit all the fucking time. It doesn't make any goddamn sense. What do you want them to do? Even your boy Greg Miller, that just got done telling y'all that the PC players is stanky. They waiting for games to come out that PlayStation already has. That's your thing. This gave it a 5 out of 5. What you doing? I'm done. I gotta go eat dinner.
Don't eat. Come on and finish. Keep on going.
I'm done. No, I'm done. We will continue tomorrow on my channel. We will continue. Me and K Mega, we will continue this slander tomorrow on my channel, TSWS Game. I'm gonna put my shit in the chat so y'all can come through and follow. So y'all can come through and subscribe. Because we already got that motherfucking. We already got the damn the thumbnail and everything. We're ready to fucking go. And whoever wants it, come on over.
For 3 weeks, these ponies.
I got belts on belts. I'll give everybody a spanking up in that motherfucker.
You are. You are. Man.
You Xbox dudes just sound like a bunch of kids having a hissy fit. I swear.
Shut up, dog.
Dog, shut your bitch ass up, bro. I ain't having none of that shit.
Still gotta get that yellow check mark, man.
This shit might be red. It might be red. It might be just like, no, this is not gonna get
You're
monetized.
done. You're done, K-Mega. You ain't getting no money for this
Yeah,
one.
I ain't getting no money on this show. Thank you, JD, for all the cash that I'm gonna get. Cause
I love you, Dark Miss. You know, I was just
I
hot. I was hot.
I know, bro. It was funny. I knew that was gonna trigger you, though.
Yeah. YouTube said, "Oh man, oh yeah, keep going, keep going."
Wait.
Going.
We got another one from JD Gamer.
God damn.
We got another one from JD Gamer. Listen to this. $2. Where's Colin at? Has he spoken on the showcase? No,
that'll be later.
he has not. He
Hey,
has not spoken on
he'll-
the showcase because he
He'll
does
do that
said
on his
symbol,
show.
so he'll do it on his show.
Yeah, he'll do it on
Yeah,
his
he
show.
doesn't
which
tweet.
he makes people pay for it. So
Yeah,
Mhm.
and so watch. He's gonna
before it goes to YouTube.
Oh yeah, he's gonna make him cook. He's gonna cook. He gonna cook. He gonna tell him how. He gonna send the alarm for Sony. There's no question. He gonna say like I love his work. He's really weird about his shit, but I do love his work. And he's gonna cook Sony. He's gonna cook Sony on this one.
Hey,
Because
but why would you buy
You really
Ninja
think
Theory?
so?
wait
Oh, yeah,
till
he's gonna cook him.
wait
He's gonna
till
cook him.
Dustin and Gary have his show tomorrow. You know he gonna say something.
Yeah, he's gonna cook him. He is
Yeah,
going to cook. He's
Dustin
gonna
is gonna
cook
say
Sony,
something.
and then when Sony does something at TGS or whatever, he'll be right back on board. He's an habitual line stepper. He said he goes out and then he jumps right back in because he wants to let you know that he's still about that life. But he's gonna cook. He's gonna cook Sony when he does his show. I see it. I sense it.
I like this saying. Why would you buy Ninja Theory? Why would you buy Double Fine? I don't get it. Oh, exclusives don't matter. Oh, really?
Oh yeah. Last week on the PlayStation people, wasn't they spouting that exclusive don't matter?
All right.
All of a sudden.
Let me read this from JD Gamer. He says, where? Oh no, he did. Oh, you just did that. Oh, did you also read the one where he said, I'm headed to
You got
Twitter,
all
and he said I'm headed to Twitter and I want all the violence. Listen, sir. Yeah, we
said
gonna be
that.
messy. So all right, Mitchie, I really do appreciate you coming on. You of course you're always welcome. We got to get you when you got some free time so we can hear you. And I do appreciate you keeping what you killed tonight. Dark Optimus had to succumb to the throat needle because he didn't have an answer for when you threw it in. And it was sweet and subtle. It wasn't aggressive.
The only one
It
who's
was just
coming to the throat needles. You.
No, the truth. Michi put her fingernails deep in the dark today. She dug up
Maybe
in
he likes that kind
there.
of thing.
Sit your ass down, Sarek, man, before you have a heart attack over
Okay.
there.
All right.
She got them
Old fart.
12-inch fingernails to dig right in your.
No,
Those
please
things
don't
don't
do
do a
that.
damn thing.
All right, Mitchie, where can I find you at, man? Really appreciate it.
Xbox, Mitchie 1971. Also PlayStation, Mitchie 1971, and Twitter at Mitchie71. That's about it.
Yeah,
Dark, she got a PlayStation too, so you can't say nothing to her. Nothing.
Oh, stop it.
Wow.
You got a lot of damn nerve after what you just said.
Oh my
Why are you
God.
still awake, Grandpa? Isn't it your bedtime?
It's almost bedtime for him. That's why we
No,
shit,
I
man.
Past his bedtime.
I ain't gotta be
Wow.
at work till 3 p.m. I'm good.
Okay, Dark Optimus, man, appreciate you coming in here. You was quite silent today. I mean, I guess rightfully so.
I'll let
'cause,
you
I mean,
hands cluck.
hey, listen. Them legs was getting beat though. Every time that you did say something, you had to get. You was trying to sound like you had some bass in your voice, and then when the people start checking that ass, you got real soft and tender. I mean, ladies and
I don't know
gentlemen,
what
just
you're talking about.
ladies and
I
gentlemen,
can't
just go back.
confirm these.
Ladies
allegations.
and gentlemen, listen to the beginning of the show and how that man was.
You know what's funny? Even Viper actually did not really bother him today because everybody else was giving Dark the smoke today. Everybody else, Venom was like, I ain't got to do nothing today.
I don't.
Where can we find you at, Dark?
I have no idea what you guys are talking about. You guys can find me on Twitter, Dark Optimus.
I don't either.
You guys can find me on Twitter at Dark Optimus. You can also find me on PlayStation only at Dark Optimus.
Fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
No, you guys can find me on Xbox.
Are you gonna have some spaces tomorrow?
You guys can find me on. You can also find me on Xbox and PlayStation of the same name. And you guys can also find me here on YouTube at Dark Optimus every Monday, Wednesday, Saturday at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern for my live streams. Right now, we're going through Street Fighter 6. Our next show won't be until Wednesday. I took yesterday and Monday off because my one of my buddies wanted to go out yesterday, so I was like, "Oh shoot, okay." So then tomorrow they also want to go out tomorrow, so I'll be busy tomorrow. So you won't see another show until Wednesday. So tune
Cut the
into that.
cap. You mourning, bro. Cut the cap. Bro said I need a day off of work. That was
My
too
birthday's
much.
tomorrow. My birthday's tomorrow. That's why I'm going out.
Well, happy
Oh,
birthday,
Jesus.
Happy birthday.
Dog Artemis like, this is the worst birthday on earth.
No.
I fight for my
pretty
day
good.
of life.
It was actually
Xbox gave him a great birthday present, and he can't return it.
Like that. Why y'all do it like that, Xbox? This PlayStation dude, man, he's one of the good ones, man. Y'all heard him, man. He can't go back home, man. He can't go back. Oh my
Ted Nugget, you
God.
sound terrible. He one of the good
I'm
ones.
gonna stay in limbo like I've always stayed, and that's where I'll be. You know?
Until you'll see him on Friday on GRG.
Hey, he'll be on. He gonna ask. He gonna ask for one of these. You know what I'm saying, Phil? I'm gonna make that call, man. I'm gonna call a couple of homies. We're gonna get that for him.
I'm
Man.
surprised they actually make a shirt that big.
You know what?
Wow.
You're right. The weird thing about it is that your girl likes taking it off on me, so I don't really care. So, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, before it didn't go over your man titties, but now it
it's right.
goes over them now. So I'm surprised that they still make it that big.
Oh my God.
That's not a shirt. That's a sheet.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what that is.
no. Hey, bro. This is 3X, man. This is greatness. I told you, Slim Megan's on his Slim Megan is.
Your shirts ain't that small either, buddy.
No. That's
Jesus
why we don't
Christ.
see no hats on your head, because I mean, damn. Anyway.
That's why he ain't on camera today.
Yeah. Most of the guys that are on this podcast are bald. I wonder where all their hair went. I don't know.
I shaved mine. I shaved mine. So
That's what they all say.
Oh, okay. All right. Socks, man, where can they find you at, man? He said that damn. He said that disrespectful. He said that slander is not acceptable. It's not. But I'm fighting my life for that one.
I just got one thing to say. Y'all know Dark is on my Xbox friends list. So he has an Xbox. I'm just letting you people know out there. I'm done.
he's on mine too.
All right.
Not on there very much, but
Viper, where can they find you at, man?
All right. So you'll find me at RGX on Xbox, Twitter, and PlayStation. Hold on PlayStation, it's Viper X. It's RG Viper X. So, I have everything, even though I don't want that stupid ass PlayStation. So yeah, that's where you can find me, and back this Friday again on.
Good deal. And last but not least, man, I don't know what's going on, but I mean, I guess I better get ready for tomorrow, man. Ham Solo, where can they find you at, brother?
You already, man. I already went through this bullshit. I'm done.
Do it again.
Bro, all right. As I said, I'm gonna spam your chat again. You can find me and K Mega tomorrow on TSWS Gaming. I do shows on that channel Monday through Friday for the most part. So you guys come through there. This week I won't be doing a show on Wednesday because I'm gonna be out of town with the wife kicking it for a little bit. But yeah, I'll definitely be there for K Mega show. For me and K Mega show on Monday tomorrow, and then on Tuesday me and Lope got a show. Like I said, not going to be there on Wednesday, but on Thursday I got Sean K the King coming through, and I got some words for him because he already dogging Starfield, and you know what? I'm you know what? I've had it. I have had it. So I just cannot wait to hear people tell me how terrible a game is, but they can't wait to play it. Because I can guarantee when I turn on my Xbox September 6th, that I'm going to see a list of PlayStation names playing this game that they just got done dogging for the last 8 hours. Okay?
Venomous Solo.
I ain't having it.
Hey, what time on Monday, Hams?
1 p.m. on Monday. Come through to TSWS Gaming on YouTube. I'm spamming it in the chat right now so you guys can come through, check it out, hit that subscribe button, or hit the
That's
reminder for the show.
Right? That's noon central, right?
No, it's 1 p.m. Central.
No, it's 1 p.m. in the Lord. I only talk about the Lord's time over here, bruh. It's 1
right.
p.m. in the Lord's time. There's a reason the Xbox Showcase started when it struck 12.
I told you
in the Lord's time.
Yes, I told
Lord's
you.
time,
I'm
right.
trying to tell you.
My
All
man.
right. And now for me, man, listen, you know what I'm saying? As you heard, me and Ham Solo, we started a new podcast. It's called The Crossover. It's going to be on his show this week. It comes back to my to my channel the next week, and it goes back and forth. You know what I'm saying? I'm really trying to get Ham Solo out there, man. Help him as much as I can. Brother has done very, very hard work. He's one of the hardest workers out there. You know what I'm saying? I put him on that list up there with 108 Dragons, with Lady Infamous. Man, good people. You know what I'm saying? They deserve all the credit and for all the hard work that they do. And especially for what Ham does with his team over there. Devin the Gamer, if you did not check that out this week, me and listen to what our predictions were and a few other topics, come check that out on my channel. We will be doing Devin the Gamer, not this coming up week, but the week after. We do it every other week. And then, of course, for every Friday night, the GRG podcast comes live. I do like this background that I got, but I'm just going to have to go back to the solid gold background. And then of course,
Keep that. That's hot.
Next on Xbox 448 was in here earlier. I do a show with him on his channel at 7 o'clock Central Time. It'd be 8 o'clock Eastern. It's the next podcast. Come and check us out over there. Man, yeah. And then Fight Night Sunday, it won't be a Fight Night Sunday tonight. I've done 3 podcasts today myself, and I'm not like him. I'm old as hell. I'm done. So I'm going to be playing some Diablo and some Street Fighter and keeping it moving. But I will check you guys out. Definitely.
He's going to find some miracle grow for his head.
Hey, bro.
No, hell no. Hell no.
Beard grow? That's all I did. Listen, man. I tell you what. Boy, you better California, boy. You might just be all over me. Well, I'll tell you right now, my wife would have been saying, what? Well, I'm coming out there with you. Now I'm playing. Let me stop. Anyway, y'all have a good one, man. Everybody have a blessed week. Man, thank you guys for coming through. And TJ Gamer. I mean, good grief, man. Thank you so much.
JD Gamer.
JD Gamer. I'm sorry. Thank you so much, brother.
Gave you his whole paycheck. You can't even remember his name.
Bro, no, man. He told me he had money, so I didn't believe him. He proved it. Anyway, we out, guys. Peace.
Be sure to join us every Friday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 9:30 p.m. Central, 6:30 p.m. Pacific. This was the GRG Podcast.